This is my casual playthrough of the Ultimate Doom on Sony's PlayStation 1 console. If you like what you see, give the video a like. This is being played through on the Ultra-Violence difficulty. Hey and welcome to this playthrough of the Ultimate Doom on PS1. First thing we're going to do here is take down these shotgunners here. Now as you can see, this room is very different from the PC version. By having the shotgun here will make it easy to take out these guys up there. So yeah, this is a full playthrough of the PS1 version of Ultimate Doom. It's going to be most of the levels. I don't know if I'll do the secret levels because they're not really worth. So this, interestingly, they put that zombie man there. He wanders down when you start shooting the shotgunners. He's actually not in the PC version. As you can see here, there's a bunch of enemies in this room, very similar to the PC version of the game. But you can see that the lighting's a bit different in this room. But there's the first major change, a chain gunner. You normally don't see those in the Ultimate Doom. And it means we get a chain gun on this level, which is pretty crazy. This room's also green. One thing I love about the PS1 version of Doom is the coloured lighting. I think that it adds so much ambience to the levels. It just makes some of the rooms pop a lot more than they normally would. Ooh. Yeah, and this shotgun guy loves to come out here. So we're going to grab the blue armor there. But as you can see, there's not much change in this version of the level here, apart from these side bits here and the bit at the start. So yeah, the PS1 version of this game actually uses the Jaguar set of levels. Now, interestingly, I don't think that they needed to do that. I feel they could have probably got away with the PC versions of these levels, but obviously they were trying to get as much performance out of this as possible. Now if we run here and we run up this secret here, you'll see something else that isn't normally here. It is a pain elemental. So yes, pain elementals are in this game as well. Now what's interesting here, sometimes while the lost souls will go through the wall and they'll just start floating outside of the level. There's no way to kill it once it's on the other side of the wall, and it can actually crash the game if it does too much wandering. So we'll kill you. I think that's all the enemies on this level. But yeah, that was Hangar done on PS1 Doom. Not much difference between the levels, but the lighting does change the ambience and the atmosphere of the levels for sure. So now we're heading into plants, well, nuclear plants, but for some reason they just call it plant in this one. So again, you can see that this is very similar to the PC version. It's just using the Jaguar level again. What's interesting is that this version of Ultimate Doom comes with some of the Thy Flesh Consumed maps, which don't make an appearance in any of the other 90s ports of this game. So when we get to those, it'll be fun to see what kind of changes they actually make to accommodate it being on this console, because they will have been made exclusively for this console. I just want to kill this imp. There we go. But already you can see that the coloured lighting is used quite extensively in these levels, and it does add a very different feel to what's going on. We'll take you down. So there's an imp in here as well. I don't think that's in the PC version. I never remember seeing an imp in here. So you can see they like adding new monsters every so often just to kind of throw seasoned veterans off. So we're going to go around the corner here. I'm going to grab the red key. We're going to shoot this guy here. And we're going to head outside. We don't actually need to head outside because we already have the chain gun. But, you know, I want to go and have a look out there anyway. I am playing this on Duck Station, by the way. Normally I would have played this on real hardware, but oh look, another chain gunner. It's just interesting seeing the Doom 2 monsters in Doom 1. It kind of gives this version of Doom a kind of like a best of version. If they'd had these monsters available when they were making these levels, where would they have put them? It's actually really interesting to think about that. But yeah, I'm playing this on Duck Station. I normally would do it on real hardware, but I don't have my console set up at the moment for that. because normally I'd play it through a PS3. We'll head into the red door here. I love how in this the coloured doors are lit up for the correct colours. It really does make the doors pop a bit more than just having the strips at the side. So we'll go in here. You can see how the toxic causes a green light. That's very nice to see. I also kind of prefer the maze in this version here, because it's not like complete darkness, it's more just dark colours, which I think is more moody and kind of fits the tone of this area a lot better. You'll see what I mean in a second when we head into the maze. So we'll take you down, and you. So yeah, one thing about the PS1 version of Doom, and you've got to remember this, let's take you out, is that this was released when the PS1 controller did not have analog sticks on it. So analog controls are not a thing in this game. You're stuck using the D-pad and the face buttons and the shoulder buttons. This game does a really good job of managing to work around that. Another chain gunner. Quite a few we've seen so far. I'll grab the chainsaw here while we are making our way through this part. But without analog sticks on the PS1 controller, you're kind of forced to use the D-pad controls. Interestingly, Final Doom on the PS1 lets you use the PS1 mouse to control, which I've never used. I'd love to try it one day, but obviously you can't do that in this, which is a bit... But yeah, you can see how the dark lighting, it makes it you able to see, but it doesn't rob you of like I don't like it when rooms are just complete darkness, because I feel like that can be unfair. But here it's like very dimly lit, like it's in the shadows. It's really atmospheric. I like it. So we'll grab the ammo backpack here. But yes, they did release this and Final Doom onto PS1. I will do Final Doom at some point like this, because Final Doom I think is a bit more interesting as well, because this was the first time that Doom 2 got ported in this package, because you get Doom 1 and Doom 2. Another chain gunner. Goodness, they really aren't afraid to slap those around, are they? Let's go down here and let's just use the chain gun on all these guys. But I think Final Doom's a bit more interesting. Let's take those guys out up there. Just because when you look at the levels that they chose not to put into all these things, a lot of the levels in Doom 1 make it in, even if they're reordered. The problem with Final Doom is that a lot of the Plutonia levels don't make it in. I think there's only like 4 or 5 Plutonia levels that actually make it in. We finished this level, luckily. And it's kind of interesting that they kind of decided not to make use of those when those are considered better levels overall. So that's plants, 100% kills. Really happy about that. So here's where the difficulty of this will probably start to spike a bit. You'll also see here there's a new thing that isn't in the PC version, and that's translucent textures. So the PS1 version of this game actually has proper translucent textures, which means that you can kind of get like glass effects. You can get like, you can see there, like tinted windows and such. You can still shoot through them. They don't actually like stop you from shooting through, but it's just an interesting choice. Again, I feel like if they could have, they would have put these into the base Doom game, like with the coloured lighting. I just think it's one of those things that like they put into this version of the game, and it would have probably made its way into the PC version. But so we're going to take out all the imps down here. So normally I'd stand at the window and shoot, but the thing is, in this version of you have to be a bit more careful with how you're moving around, because when you're using the D-pad and the shoulder buttons to strafe, it's very easy to kind of get stuck in corners if the room is very tight. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to kind of avoid battling in tight confined areas. And speaking of tight confined areas, here we are. Again, like how the lighting in here, it makes this all just so much more moody. the lighting in the original Doom in this area is kind of flat. So this just kind of comes off as like a security bit, as like a computer area. But here it's like the yellow lights on the wall and the darkness. It really kind of makes fights like this in particular feel even more intense because you don't quite know where the demons are, but you're looking for them. Yeah, the trigger for this is actually here, not down the steps like it is in the PC version. So as I mentioned, with this playthrough, I am planning to do most of the levels. I do love this bit, by the way. I love that this is a blue light, and I love that like you can just see into that area. It's just the lighting. I can't talk. I'm going to stop talking about the lighting. But oh, another chain gunner. Neat. I think there's a few. Is there a few more enemies in here than normal as well? Like it feels like they put some more enemies in here, or is that just the chain gunner? I don't know. But yeah, I am going to be doing most of the levels. So like what I mean by that is I'm not probably going to do the secret levels unless like I feel inclined to, because this has some fun levels at the end that I'm looking forward to playing because they're not on the PC version. You saw that other chain gunner there. There's another one there. They're really not afraid to put that chain gunner where they feel the need to, are they? So yeah, you can see this is very much the console version of this room. This is not the PC version. Get you out for later. Again, I also like the green hue that like is given off because like it's reflecting the toxic sludge. It's really nice. There's the blue key and the blue light. This room doesn't go dark, unfortunately. That's one thing I don't really like about these console versions. They don't let the lights don't go out there, because that's kind of the big thing of this room. Like the lights go out and you get trapped. But yeah, so far so fun. Will I go to the secret level? That is a good question. Let's take out the people here. I've got the health and armor to body some of these shots, so I'm just gonna come in here. This bit's gonna be very noisy on this difficulty. I am doing this on ultraviolence, so we are pretty much seeing everything that the developers want us to see here. I do a lot of damage here. I'm not sure how okay I am with this, to be honest. Take you out. So I'm gonna run down here and see what there is down there to grab. Okay, you'll notice that I'm moving in D-pad controls. I'm obviously not using an analog stick because yeah, I feel like this game might have benefited from an analog stick, but then again the analog sticks on the PS1 were kind of dodgy, so there is a total conversion for this for the PC, which I've not tried out, but I'm told is very fun. Let's take out all these imps here. So we're taking out the imp here. Grab all the goodies here. Probably should have grabbed that health pack first. Never mind. Would I do a no-hit run of this version of Doom? Probably, but I'd modify the rules slightly. I don't think I'd want to pistol start this version of Doom. I've done that before and it was just meh. Let's head down here. So this is where you head if you want to come to the secret exit. The secret exit is intact in this version, interestingly. So we do that and then I just shoot rockets. Hopefully that will be enough. Yeah, you know what? Let's head to the secret exit. Let's do the secret level. Let's see what they've done with the secret level here. Grab the rockets and we're heading off to military base. 100% kills again. Very nice indeed. So yeah, military base is... it's fine. It's an okay level. I wanted to come and see just like what changes they'd make for this version. As you can see in the middle there, it's not in a cage. It's more in like a little place where the security men would probably hang out if this was an actual military base. I mean, there's nothing really here to suggest this is a military base, but you know. We've taken care of all the imps here. Part of the reason I'm not doing this as a pistol start, by the way, as I kind of alluded to on the last level, I'm just not a fan of doing this version on pistol start. I think a lot of the additions they make for ultraviolence in particular, with the new monsters and the positionings, it kind of unbalances pistol start, and you end up really struggling on some of the levels for ammo, which I really don't want to do. This is very much a casual playthrough of this version of Doom, so just, you know, we'll take down these monsters in this trap. Normally they teleport in, but in the console versions that doesn't happen. You're an absolute pain. So there's actually a berserk pack at the back of this room as well, which is interesting because you're not supposed to get the berserk pack until episode 2, The Shores of Hell. But obviously that's not the case here. That's the blue door. We'll be coming back down there in a minute. Gonna take out the enemies down here. There's a shotgunner, there's pinkies, there's spectres. So if we go down here, we'll take out these 3 imps here. Oh, hello. Oh, I didn't know you were here. Oh, goodness. Okay. So yeah, like I said, sometimes you'll just randomly bump into these Doom 2 enemies, and it's like, oh, okay. Did not expect to see you here. So we'll head down to the yellow door here. There's mostly just shotgunners and imps in here. No chain gunners that I can see. I don't think I've seen a chain gunner on this level yet, so that's good to know. So the performance of this, when you're playing this on actual console, it hovers just under the 30 frames a second. Ultimate Doom's quite good for the consistent frame rate. Doom 2's got a bit more roughness to it, like the frame rate kind of goes a bit spikier. Especially on some of the bigger levels. Missed that. Ugh. So some of the bigger levels in Doom 2 will cause the game to kind of chug along slightly. But DF Retro actually did a great teardown of all these different console ports a few years back. And that's actually what convinced me to play the PS1 version of Doom back in the day, because it was like I wanted to experience it. I really love the music in this version of Doom as well. Like, I know it's not for everyone. I know some people really don't like it. They feel that it's like too ambient, and if you want to think that, that's fine. Not gonna say you're wrong, but I think that the atmosphere in this version of Doom is pretty great, and it's definitely a different vibe to what you'd get in the PC version. This, in my mind, and this is just my headcanon, I always consider the PS1 Doom as the precursor to Doom 64 because they're so kind of tonally similar to each other. So, I know in canon officially, like, it's Doom, the Doom game, Doom 1 and Doom 2 are prequels to Doom 64, but for me, I consider this version the proper prequel to Doom 64. So when I'm playing Doom 64, I imagine this level set and this version of Doom guy going through the missions. Oh goodness, hello. What are you doing here? Oh god, okay. I did not expect to see you. Wow, they're really dishing out these pain elementals, aren't they? Right, so we're going to take care of you here. Okay, so there's nothing else in here. Just kind of got stuck in the wall there. So I want to try and get that backpack if I can. If I can work my way around to the backpack, that'd be really nice. No, I went too far there. It's not worth it. Just going to quickly have a nosy around here. See if I can run down, and no. On the PC version, you can run across that gap and avoid having to come down here. I think you might be able to on this one. I just misaligned it. But it's a lot harder to get precise run-ups in this version, so you've got to be a bit, you know, a bit cleverer with it. My skills do not go to that level yet. So again, love the lighting here. Love how like the toxic sludge is kind of more pronounced because of the green lighting. Let's take out this final Spectre here. I'm going to grab as much health as I can, by the way, because I realised that going into the next level, there's quite a lot of hit scanners on the next level, and I'd like to bring a bit more health in with me, because I did leave some health lying around the level, like that stim pack in the corner. Thank you. Did I leave any down here? No, I left some bonuses. That's better than nothing. No, I don't think I did. I don't think I left anything down here. So I'm just going to run back to the blue door and finish the level, I think. Nice amount of health though. Oh, there's a health pack there as well. That's good. So that was a fun jaunt through the military base. I think I got all the kills. I did. 108% kills, even better. That's because of the Pain Elemental. In this version of Doom, Lost Souls actually do count towards the kill total. So we're going to dive into the secret here. Don't really need it, but I hate this version of this room, by the way. This is such a brown room. Like, I get it, you know, for the console ports, they needed to, like, limit the visual assets here because they didn't want it all, you know, being put on the RAM and such. But man, like, this room's kind of ugly to look at in this version. Taking out all the enemies up here. We're getting hit by someone. Oh, it's you. Hello. So I'll take out the pinky here. We'll shoot these guys up top. I also like that this lift is just a lift here. In the original, once you've come up here, you can't get it to go back down unless you walk onto it, I think. And I hate that, so like I'm kind of glad that they saw fit to fix that here. Pick all that up. We'll also pick up the armor bonus here. Never say no to blue armor bonus. That's always the best way to go. So I'm going to run down here. We're going to grab the clip ammo. I do prefer this version of the level, however, because it makes exploring this part a lot easier than the PC version, because in the PC version it's like you kind of have to double back on yourself, whereas here you can just naturally progress. In here there's going to be a bunch of imps. We're going to take these out. Miss that fireball. Lovely. Going to grab the blue keycard there. Surprised that wasn't coloured blue, but you know, hey. We're going to take this down. We're going to take down all of these barrels here. You can see they've raised the toxic river here ever so slightly. So it's not as low as it once was. Still two enemies here, but now they've changed this lift as well. They've copied what they did with the lift on the other side of the level. Whereas like you can do it multiple times. Again, I think it's better this way. I always thought it was a bit mean that this blue sphere was only accessible on one chance. So, head up here. So, I'm going to head to the left here. We're going to shoot all the shotgunners here because these guys are a pain in the butt. I'm not going to open the blue door yet though, because I'm going to come over here and I'm going to clear the way for myself, because later on we'll come running through here. You'll notice that they've got rid of the gate texture there. It's now just completely open. They've also got rid of the lip around there, so you can't do the level skip anymore. In the PC version, if you're skilled enough, you can just run along that and avoid having to go into the blue door completely. But in this version, that's not an option. So yeah, this room's obviously not the original version of this room. If you know, you know. If you don't, well, you don't. So we're going to head towards the blue door here. I know there's a pain elemental in here somewhere, because I remember facing off against that guy a few times. You can see it's very dark in here. Like when you come in here in the PC version, it's very bright and it's very easy to navigate, but in this version the dark light really adds like a sense of like, ooh, what's around this corner? And especially when the imps fire the fireballs, like they really pop, which is cool. It's the little things that really kind of make this version feel a bit special. I'm gonna wander around here just to sort of see if I can find that pain elemental we discussed earlier. There they are. So I'm just going to quickly dive through the maze here just to make sure I've not missed out on anything. Believe me, it's a lot harder to see this when you're playing on a CRT TV back in the day, like, because I had this. Oh, hello. I didn't know there was a second one here. We got our copy of this when I was a kid from our cousin who was getting rid of the PlayStation 1, and we got this game. I remember I didn't play much of this version of Doom because we had the PC version and I was just like obsessed with that as a kid. So yeah, this is where the pain elemental was the first time round, so yeah, nothing really too exciting happening here. Take care of you. Nice. So we've got rid of the pinkies there. So we're pretty much at the end of the level here. Wandering, shoot the shotgunners here. Nice, nice, nice indeed. So that's pretty much this level done. What's there to say about it, really? It's a good, fun level. Not the best in this episode, though. Although 107% kills again. That's kind of funny. But yeah, this has been a really fun run so far. Like I said, this level's probably going to cause a lot of issues for me. And there's the first one. That is a Nightmare Pinky. So yeah, these are exclusive to this, and I think they're in Doom 64 as well. So it's a third category of Pinky. It's a bit tankier, it hits a bit harder, it's just nasty in general. But as you can see, a lot of this level is pretty much the same as normal, apart from a few reworked textures. I always like shooting the rockets up here just to clear the way for later on. Excuse me. So yeah, we're gonna run in here. So we're gonna come down here. I don't like the brickwork on this level. Like, I don't like this texture swap. I kind of prefer the base aesthetic that this normally has on the PC version. But there's a chain gunner. But yeah, I still like this level. We'll dive in here to see if there's any health, which there a tiny bit. So we'll take out all the enemies here. I do kind of like that this yellow key is lit up, but there's no obvious lights that are lighting it up. So yeah, we'll grab that and we'll head over here. And yet again, another chain gunner. It's good for my chain gun ammo though, like, because it means I'm not relying on ammo boxes as much. So this will be a bit of a pain, this part. This part's always difficult, even on the PC version. But going back to what I was saying earlier, I don't know if you could do a no-hit run of this version of Doom. The controls are a lot more difficult with the D-pad, and it just doesn't lend itself to that very well. I might try in the future. Like, I might come back to this in the future and sort of give that a little whirl. But for now, I'm kind of, okay, just doing a casual playthrough here. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Forgot that this opened up. Let's shoot these guys. There's two pink spectres at the back of the little closet there. We'll take out the spectre here. Nice. So I'll take that barrel out over there. As soon as we step on here, these pillars are going to come down. There is a blue armor bonus over in the top corner over there, but will we reach it? We did. Very nice. We'll grab the health bonus here, just checking there's no enemies around there. You never know, they might have put something in there. And we're just going to head right out of here, I think. We're going to head this way. We did clear a lot of these enemies out earlier on, so we're not in any pressing danger here. This next room though is going to be a bit tough. There's a few pinkies in here, there's a few shotgun guys dotted around. There is a secret with the chain gun in it though, so we do want to get to that. As you can see, I'm having to be more pronounced in my movements around the pinkies just to avoid being bitten by them, because it is entirely possible to get encircled by them, and with the D-pad controls it can get a bit messy to try and navigate away from them. Grab the secret there. So yeah, we're heading down this way here. This is largely unchanged from the PC version. Although it is a bit brighter, I'd say. This is one of the darker bits in Ultimate Doom, this corridor, so I'm guessing they've turned the lights on a little bit. See what I mean? Spectres are really nasty because they'll just come right up to you and chomp you. So here's my least favourite part of Knee Deep in the Dead, and with the lighting in this version, it's like, I really do not like this. And what annoys me is they take away the light amplification goggles. They're still in the game because you can use them later on, but they're not here where they would actually be really useful. Oh god, see, this is why I hate this room, because the spectres in here, the shotgun guys in here, there's barrels dotted around. All it takes is one wayward shot and you can pretty much be done here. Oh my god, really? Yeah, so you see I'm being encircled there. I'm just gonna come back to the entrance. I'm gonna take a second here. I'm gonna see if I can encourage the spectre to come round the corner and face me down. Lord help me. Oh, there's a nightmare pinky just for fun. So these guys will randomly turn up throughout this run now. Like I said, they are a bit of a pain in the ass because usually it takes 2 rocket shots to take them down, which, considering that pinkies normally only go down in 1, it can make things a bit hairy. Definitely need this health. Glad I didn't pick this up earlier. So yeah, we should be pretty much done with this level here. Just get rid of the pinkies here. Let's take care of you. And that's Phobos Lab done. I do like a lot of what they do with this level in this version. I don't like some of the texture work changes though. I don't like it when they change base to like castle aesthetics. It looks a bit weird to me. But here we are. Another chain gunner there. At this point I should stop pointing those out because like we've seen so many of them. But you can see how the lighting here just kind of lends all this a bit of a different look and a different vibe. because normally this is a very flat outdoor area. Let's grab the red key. So yeah, there's a bunch of nightmare. Oh god, hello. Wow, all these enemies like should not be here. So the room with all the monsters in that's in the PC version is completely absent here. That's the same for all these Jaguar level sets. So yeah, we've got the red key here. And now we are heading down here. I just want to pick up some health because we're running a bit low here and I don't want to, you know, risk it. Just check over here. Yes, there's a med pack here. So back over 90%, that's good. Just need to take my time here. There's a lot of hit scanners on this level. I don't want to accidentally get overwhelmed. Take care of you. So that door will open up behind us. I'm going to run over here. We're going to grab the rad suit. I'm going to head over here and we're going to grab the health upgrade. Supercharge. I know I didn't forget what that was called. Totally honestly. So yeah, we're heading towards the blue door now. But as you can see, this room has a real different vibe about it. Like in the PC version, this feels like a nice computer area, but here it's like dark. It's kind of seedy. It's very like haunting to be here, and you end up kind of having to fight the pinkies in these darkened areas. It just makes it feel very different. Also not helped by the fact that the D-pad controls are not the best. Take down this Spectre here. But yeah, the D-pad controls, interestingly, if you ever played Duke Nukem on the PS1, in the control settings for that game, it actually has Doom controls. It literally just calls them Doom controls because, interestingly, the PS1 did not have like the best selection of FPS games. I know, right? That's kind of crazy when you think about it, but FPSs were just not that common on the PS1, at least compared to like PC and N64 at the time. So you end up with a lot of FPS games that just kind of use this control style, including Duke Nukem on the PS1. It's kind of interesting. We'll take these out. We're not going through the maze. The maze, I don't like the maze in this level. I think it's a bit, you know, it's a bit cumbersome. And I can't really be bothered chasing the enemies around. But yeah, when you think about it, there really weren't that many FPS games on PS1. It really wasn't like the console for that, I don't think. There were some good ones, don't get me wrong. Like, I remember the Alien game being very fun. There's 2 chain gunners here. I like that they put chain gunners here, by the way, because it really makes it feel like areas that like previously were safe can be changed in this version, and that's a good sign of that. You'll notice, I think this is a lot lower as well. They've lowered this building quite a lot. Just because I remember it being a lot taller in the PC version. It doesn't really change anything, but it's just from the outside, it does have a slightly different look to it because it's not as tall. There's another nightmare. I do like how the Nightmare Pinky shows up a lot darker, like on the rad suit here, so you can tell it's a Nightmare Pinky and not just a Spectre. But yeah, there wasn't that many like amazing FPS games on the PS1. I'm struggling to think of like more than half a dozen, to be honest. It wasn't really that kind of console, was it? Like, it had platformers, racing games and all that out the wazoo, but I don't think it ever really had like killer first-person shooters. So I'm just going to use the rocket launcher here to clear out this room. Gonna take out the pinkies here. We're gonna head down here. There's a nightmare pinky there. So you see, it took that rocket shot to the face pretty nicely there. And it's taken a few chain gun shots to get through there. Now, the thing obviously in the middle section there is gone. So you can't just go out and look over this room anymore. Oh, I didn't know you were there. I was looking into the wall there, like ready to strafe into this room. So I'm going to get rid of that barrel because I think this is going to be a nightmare. And then what I'm going to do, instead of activating everything at once, I'm just going to do this. This is the kind of room that makes me think I couldn't do this version of Doom with a no-hit run, at least not without a lot of practice. Because this room is so luck-based, in my opinion. Because there's so many shotgunners who can just get a cheap shot on you. I'm going to get rid of the spectres here. Still one running around in there. Very nice. And that's this level done. So we're off to E1M7 next. Probably, in my opinion, the best of the Knee Deep in the Dead levels. And it survives the conversion to consoles pretty nicely. So console players do get to kind of experience that in its almost full glory. 96% kills though, that's a bit disappointing. So yeah, this first room's changed up quite a lot. Oh wow, okay, so that's a nightmare pinky there. Hopefully I'm going to hit it with a barrel. See there, it took 3 and it took like a hit from the barrel as well. They're nasty little buggers them, and they do kind of require some extra attention when you see them running towards you. So, I'm going to rummage around here. Take you two out. Take you out. So I just need to be careful here. There's a lot of shotgunners in this area. Thank you very much. So the yellow keys here. This room's a bit different. Normally this is a dark room, but here it's not. Let's get rid of these enemies here. Take out the shotgunners over here. So I'm going to run over to this side and clear out the enemies in this window here. It'll make it life easier for me later on when I don't have to deal with these guys. Nice. So grab some health here. So yeah, you can see the enemies up there. They have a... I think they've made that a bit wider, to be honest, because you can actually see them here. On the PC version, you can usually only see the feet walking around. Need to be careful here. My health's running a bit low. Okay, so you can see that shotgunner there. Goodness me. And we have no armor as well, so the next shot's probably going to kill me here. I'm going to run around here. We're going to grab all the bits. We're going to shoot as many of these shotgunners out as we can. So there's 2 there I haven't got. I think we'll be seeing them later when we go out there. I'm not going to risk staying there to fight them because they might get some shots off on me. Let's take out the imps here. So we can't open that yet. So as you can see, they're shooting at me from across here. So I've got a ton of rockets here, so let's just kind of lay waste to them here. The blue door there, we can't go inside yet. We have to clear out the enemies here. There's only 2 shotgunners there. Normally I think there's 4. So I'm going to run over here because there is a health pack here. That's the main thing I want from here. and this ammo box, but that's not really the important thing. I'm going to clear out the zombie men here. Tear down the imps. These enemies like to wander through. They do it on the PC version as well, so there's nothing shocking there. And here's our first Revenant sighting. Yes, the Revenant makes its appearance in Ultimate Doom on PS1. So they've slowed it right down though, so it really loses a lot of its presence, because it's a very slow enemy. I'm going to quickly pop my head through this window, and we're going to shoot the imps here. I don't think I can get a shot off at the enemies up there, so we're not going to bother. We'll just head up here. I like how this is all red light, and that's... Oh, don't want to see you, to be honest. Oh, okay, he's gone down the lift. See you soon, matey. Yeah, this red light makes things like... yeah, and the light's pulsing as well. That's good to know. So I'm going to grab the red key here and get out of here. Oh god. So sometimes you get lucky and you don't wake these guys up, but sometimes like they'll hear you shooting things up here and they'll come running in. So we'll grab that armor bonus there. I am going to head to the right here because there's a box of rockets over here that I want to grab. Also gives me a chance to show off this room. Cool. So you can see the shotgunner on the left there. I don't think I can hit him from here. I'll have to go down and face him down here. Let's get rid of these zombie men over there as well, so they can't snipe me. So I was taking care of that imp there, but like I didn't have enough time to get out to get over that barrier. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to shoot this guy here, grab the ammo, and then what we're going to do, we're going to bring this back down and we'll run back up here again. It's important that I grab as many rockets as I can get. We'll be needing those on the next level when we fight the Baron. There's a blue armor here behind this pillar. I thought there was a monster there for a second. But yes, if we run in here and we grab the blue key, we can pretty much start running towards the end of the level. I've got enough rockets here that I can just do this, which is a good way to clear out everything in this room. So the yellow door is going to be absolutely swarming with enemies behind here. Yes, they are. Luckily, not too much of a problem with the rocket launcher, but again, the way that shotgun guy launched at me as I opened the door there. Yeah. Oh. The two guys from earlier, we didn't kill these two. So I'm going to grab the supercharge. So I'm doing this because this will make the end of the level a lot easier for me. Because if I can kill all these enemies here, or at least like put a dent in them, there won't be as much fighting to do at the end of the level. I'm also going to come around here and shoot these guys. Because these guys shoot you when you go to that window there. So yeah, let's open the door here. So the blue door here is largely unchanged, except for one big thing. It's... well, okay, two things. One, purple lights, and two, there's a Revenant in there. Now, as mentioned, the Revenant has been kind of softly nerfed in this one, in this version of the game, so not too much of a problem. At least even saw there, I got hit by it. Nice. So just a handful of monsters here. We took most of them out there. And we're pretty much done with the level here. This room's changed as well, because normally you can shoot through windows at the side there. But unfortunately, they changed that, so you can't do that. Did we get 100% kills? We did. So that's 100% kills on Computer Station, and it's next off to Phobos Anomaly. So this level's been changed quite a bit in certain aspects. So here obviously there's no pinkies, instead it's just zombie men and shotgun guys. That's the same on all the Jaguar levels. So in the secret down here as well, I think it's not a supercharge this time, I think it's actually a blue armor. So let's take out the pinkies here. You can see they like peppering in those nightmare pinkies where possible. So yeah, let's face down the two barons here. Let's see if we can get this done as quickly as possible. So as you can see, this is lit up red. But we can also kind of bring all the pinkies over here. Now I'm not sure how this is going to go with the nightmare pinkies, but let's see. You want to try and draw as many of these guys over here as possible. I guess we took out a few of them, but like there's still quite a lot of them queuing up to get a bite on me here. So we've taken out all the pinkies here. That should make the fight with the barons here a lot more bearable. So it's normally 5 rockets to get rid of these guys. I got 4 of them in, didn't get the 5th one. So instead the whole star going down here, only the back end does, which I'm guessing is for performance issues, because if this dropped the whole thing, I imagine, like on a lot of these console ports, the frame rate would just tank. And interestingly, there's like I think there's a zombie man up here as well, just to kind of like as a final little encounter before you head through the portal. So one thing that's really different in the console versions of Doom as well, in these older ones, you actually get to carry your weapons through to the next chapter. And that can make some of the early levels in the Shores of Hell a lot easier than they would be otherwise. So as you can see here, I can just come running around this corner with my chain gun and we're off to town. We're just off to town straight away. So yeah, we've already got the blue key here. Going to head down here, and we're just going to take care of all these monsters here. We'll take care of those. That is a Hell Knight over there. That is indeed a Hell Knight from Doom 2, so that's another Doom 2 monster that's making its presence known here. I gotta say, I do like the idea of Doom 1, of Ultimate Doom, or Doom 1, whichever way you want to call it, with Hell Knights. One of my big things against Ultimate Doom is that it overuses barons. Like in the 2nd, 3rd and 4th episodes, like they really love using barons of hell, and I just kind of wish sometimes they'd had the Hell Knight available to them, because then they could have, like, you know, mixed it up a tiny bit. So you can see this room is pretty dark, so that Lost Soul just pops against the darkness. You can also see the Caco Demon, when it fires, lights up pretty nicely. They really want you to work in this version to get your hands on that plasma rifle. So because of all the ammo we've been kind of getting from the backpacks in the previous episode, we already have quite a nice stash of plasma bullets to make use of here. I'm going to get rid of these pinkies using the plasma rifle here. Get rid of you as well. As you can see, like, having so much plasma ammo makes this a lot easier, because like this level gives you the plasma rifle, but you don't get like a super amount of it. You kind of have to ration it if you don't want to run out of it. Yeah, no one's really a match for us here. This room's changed ever so slightly. The colouring of it and the layout's been modified just slightly to compared to the original. So there's Cacodemon behind this wall here. Let's get rid of it. And then let's head into the exit where there should just be an imp. There is. Lovely. We love to see it. Should be 100% kills. It is. Very, very nice indeed. So heading off to Containment Area, or as I like to call it, the birthplace of every box maze that you didn't want to play through. So this is a very trimmed down level, and you can kind of see with this where like a lot of these Jaguar levels just cut a lot of the fat out. And I get why, but it also kind of, I think this is the first level where I'd argue it really kind of hampers the level slightly. Because we'll talk about it in a second when we get to it. We'll take out all these imps first. So the portion there, which leads to the far end of the box room and to the lava, to the toxic trail, is gone completely. It's just not there. And when we come over here, you can see that the boxes just block off this area completely. So there's actually no way to get to that bit of the level. It's gone. Nice Revenant appearance there. Take out the imp there. So the box maze pretty much is nerfed in this version. Like there is no like big exploration box maze here. As you can see, like all of this is blocked off. Normally in the PC version, you can go out there. There's a second starting position. There's lots of ammo. Nowhere to be found. I'm not going to be using the Berserk pack much in this run, by the way, because I just do not trust myself with these controls. Take care of all that. I'm going to go around here and just kill the imps that I see. Yeah, take care of these imps here. So now, with this level being vastly reduced, it kind of kills a lot of the fun of like exploring this level, because it's very much more linear. It's not super linear still, but like it in a way that like you'll see now, for example, when you go left here, it's the blue key. That's definitely not the way it was in the original. So they've got rid of the crushes as well. So we've got the blue key already. If we run here, we can grab this supercharge here. Very nice. So take care of that. So we've got the red key now. We could theoretically just end the level, but I kind of want to continue poking around. The section to the left here as well with the secrets, where the imps and you normally are. There's a secret, double secret in there with an ammo backpack. That's gone. So let's take care of the pinkies here. I'm not saying that this level's bad because of the changes, but what I am saying is that a lot of what made this level kind of fun and interesting has been kind of nerfed ever so slightly. So if you head round here, And you can see again to the left there, there's no way to get to the crushers. The crushers are gone. I'd argue that's an improvement, to be honest. I would argue very much that's an improvement. But yeah, we're pretty much done with this level. We can go around here and you'll see that this bit's still here, although I don't think it was textured like this in the original PC version. We can grab that blue armor, which will be very useful on the next level. But yeah, we're pretty much done with this level. So yeah, let's head for the exit here, and yeah, I've already done that. Yeah, pretty much that's the end of Containment Area. With 77% kills, I mean, we could have done better, but like, I wasn't going to go hunting out all the enemies in the yellow door area and such. But yeah, we're moving on to Refinery here. Now, the start to this level is pretty much similar to the PC version, except for the fact that you can actually shoot these guys without having to shoot through windows. You see, in the PC version, there's like, well, windows you have to shoot these guys through, but here, they're pretty much trapped in this little toxic pit here. So yeah, we're going to get rid of those as quickly as we can. Let's get rid of this final Cacodemon here. Get rid of the zombie men who wandered around here. And we can peek into the end of the level here. Now, the thing with this is I like doing this because it means that when we come through here later on, we can just run through the exit and get out of the level. Otherwise, we end up having to fight all the Cacodemons and Pinkies in there. So yeah, it's just a good idea to manage the enemies in there. Now, in here, there's a bunch of ammo. Obviously, if you played the PC version, this room isn't that much different. We'll take care of all these enemies here. Don't forget about this Cacodemon here. Shoot you with the plasma. The plasma rifle really does make this a lot easier than it would be otherwise. So we've already got a chain gun, so we don't really need to worry about that. So here's the second Cacodemon. There's a few shotgun shells around the corner here, which we can grab and make good use of. So yeah, there's a box of rockets in the corner over here, which I'm going to grab. I'm going to grab that just in case we cross over any of the toxic ponds in this level. But by and large, this level is pretty much unchanged from what you'd experience on the PC, with one massive difference that you'll see in about 20 seconds. Firstly, we've got to get rid of these Pinkies here. And the imp there. So let's get rid of you. So bizarrely, if you go in here on Ultraviolence, you'll see a BFG. So yeah, this is where you get the BFG for the first time in this game. And you also see an Arachnotron here. Now, bizarrely, this is the only place, I think, we'll find out by the end of this run, but I think that's the only place you see an Arachnotron in this Doom 1 run. I don't think you actually see the Arachnotron again, which is pretty weird, like that's the only place it gets used, considering how overused the chain gunners have been. So yeah, we'll just get rid of the Baron in here. There's two imps to the sides here, who we're going to get rid of. We can clear out this room here. You can see that the light putting in the Nightmare Pinky here, there and everywhere. They like to throw it in there just to mess with you a bit. So yeah, the main difference on this level is that the textures have been changed from what I can remember. I'm not a fan of the more bland textures here, but you know, at this point it is what it is. Love how that lighting there made that made the lava toxic seem more prevalent. So yeah, we're going to clear out the room in here. I don't really want to dive in here too much because those lost souls can really rip away your health if they're given the chance. I'd rather just back away and lead them out here. As well as that, we've also kind of caught on to the zombie men there. So we've just got to clear this room out here. It's mainly just imps here. And that Nightmare Spectre that we were going to get rid of. The next room could be more problematic. Normally, if you do a pistol start, it's likely that you'll be a bit short on ammo by the time you get to this point. So this area can be a bit of a pain, but because we've got so much ammo from the previous levels, it's really not that difficult for me to just sneak my way around. You saw that imp back there. And just take my time. So, interestingly, the lighting hasn't been changed in here, nor the texture work. So this is all still based on the original work. Yeah, so there's a lost soul there. We'll take him out. There's an imp there. Got the pinky there. So you can see, I think this lost soul must have come through from the maze there. I don't remember there ever being a lost soul here. I'm grabbing this because there's a supercharge through here. Ooh, Nightmare Pinky. So you can see they like sprinkling these in where there normally would just be a normal Spectre or Pinky. So I'm going to head off to the level exit here. We just have to defeat this Cacodemon here. Luckily we've got so much ammo, this isn't too much of a threat. There's been plenty of times though where when I'm doing pistol starts I'll end up at that point without much in the way of ammo. And that's the end of Refinery. With 100% kills. Can't complain at that at all. Don't know what secret I missed, but you know, it really doesn't matter, does it? Let's be honest. So, this is one of my favourite levels. And I do not like the texture change. I actually kind of like the way that this level originally looks. So it kind of having this like slightly changed aesthetic doesn't work fully for me, but you know, whatever. We're gonna head down here. I'm using the plasma rifle here just to take all these imps out quickly. We could fight them all one at a time, but honestly it's not really worth it. There's a bunch of imps here I want to get rid of while I've still got chain gun ammo. There's also a Cacodemon around here that I'm going to be making short work of here. Let's grab that backpack. All ammo is good ammo. We don't want to leave any ammo behind. I'm going to head in here. There's still a Baron of Hell in here, so I'm going to take him out. As long as I don't sort of get pinned against any walls here, we shouldn't have any problems. Just slowly keep my distance. Nice. So I'm going to head up to grab the blue key here. We could just turn around and head for the blue door, but I do actually want to grab some of the goodies through this secret here. So I noticed there as well, they got rid of the roof crusher. There's usually 2 crushers there, but those are not here. So I'm trying to get rid of these lost souls while also kind of focusing some fire on this Cacodemon, just because I don't want to deal with the lost souls, to be honest. I'm just walking very carefully because with D-pad controls, diagonal paths are a bit harder to navigate. So I'm pretty sure that the pinky secret at the top of this room is available for me, but I can't figure out how to get in there on this version, so I'm just going to kind of leave it. Instead we'll head down here. So because I shot to get into that chain gun, all these enemies are heading my way. I'm going to take out the Cacodemon here. Get rid of the zombie man there. So yeah, this room's been changed quite drastically from what you'd see in the PC original in terms of texture work. This whole level's really got changes everywhere in the first half at least. And then when we head into the blue door here, I think the crusher's gone, because again, for some reason, like, it doesn't want to use crusher. They didn't want to use crushers, but later on, as you'll see, there are still crushers in other levels. It's a bit weird. So yeah, we'll head in here. So this is a bit of a trap. It's not that dangerous. Obviously, there's only a pinky and a shotgunner. But, you know, I can imagine some players didn't expect that and kind of got caught out there. So we're going to head around here. So this is all pretty much unchanged apart from those door textures over there. So we're going to fight all the enemies inside here. Don't expect this to be troubling at all. Just going to take out the pinkies here and then work on the cacodemons before they can cause me any real trouble. The bit I'm not looking forward to is the bit where we go downstairs, but luckily in this version they get rid of the spiral staircase that you have to click the buttons to get up on, so it's not as tedious as it was originally. So this trap's been changed considerably. Normally this is not a door that as you can see we can't get out here. It's the same idea but like done a bit weaker. These lost souls are still here in the PC original, although I'm not sure if this is how the room looks on that version. But yeah, I came out there mainly to grab the rockets. We'll probably be needing them at some point, maybe in this level, maybe in the next level. There's quite a lot of enemies for us to be dealing with. Gonna grab the plasma gun here. So the big change here is that you don't actually have to fight the pinky and the cacodemon to get out of here. You can literally just walk out here. If you teleport in there on the PC version, you've got to fight the cacodemon. You've got to wake it up at least before you can get out of there. Which is a bit different, but you know, not complaining, again. So another change that I've noticed when I played this in the past, I don't think these enemies can actually come out here. Normally what would happen in the PC version, these guys would all spill out here and this whole like circle would become a bit chaotic, but in this version they all seem to kind of get stuck in there and don't want to come out, which, I mean, it's good, but it kind of removes a bit of the challenge of this area. Will you die already? So yeah, one thing I do miss is not having a double barrel shotgun to take out the barons with. It does mean that you have to take them out with a single barrel shotgun, which can get a bit tedious. So we're basically done with this area now. All we've got to do is make sure we don't die on the way to the exit over there. So there's two imps inside the exit. They will not present any kind of challenge. Run on here just so we don't have to go into the teleport and back out. Nice. So took the hit there from that second imp, but it doesn't really matter because we're going to grab this, go into the next level with 200% health, and yeah, goodness me, that's the end of Deimos Labs. Only 80% kills. I reckon the rest of those were in that pinky room I didn't go into. I can never remember how to trigger that on this console version. Maybe I should explore that more when I do a playthrough of this. But as you can see, this is a bit of a mean opening. They've made this opening room a lot bigger. I think that's because in case people want to kind of fight all the enemies there. Luckily, you know, you can still come in here to grab some shotgun shells. We really need those at the minute. Grab that. So my next aim here is to get rid of these pinkies up here. The reason for that is because they can come down through the side stairs. I really don't want to be dealing with them out in the open. I'd rather just get rid of them here. So we'll open this up and we'll fight the Cacodemon here. Mainly so we can get that box of ammo, the backpack of ammo in here. So we'll take out the Cacodemon there. So I don't think the secret exit's still on this level. So you can see they've modified this level quite a lot, and you'll see that there's a big chunk of this level missing as we make our way through. Oh, hello. I like how these things just don't announce their arrival. They just kind of show up and they're like, hey, I'm here. Deal with it. But what we end up with here is we lose one of the lava pits with the Cacodemon in. So all we can really do is come over here and fight this Cacodemon. Also, animated skybox. Very, very, very underrated. It might look simple, but like it really does add to the atmosphere of hell, which is what they're trying to shoot for here. Took down that Cacodemon. So, oh, there's only one? For some reason, I expected there to be a second one there. But obviously not. Obviously not. I'm going to use the chain gun here. I want to try saving that cell ammo as much as possible. If possible, that is. I thought there was a second Baron that would come down here, but apparently not. Fair enough. So tear down these pinkies here. Got to be careful that room to the left. There's a lot of shotgunners in here. And imps. The imps don't bother me so much, but it's the shotgunners who get the shots off. That's what you have to worry about here. I'm just going to dodge and dive, duck and dive. So this is a secret. I'm only going in there just because, you know, for posterity. We'll take out these lost souls here. Take out you. What is happening? What is happening here? So you'll notice they got rid of the doors on the left. They also changed that in the PC version. If you stand in front of the thing on the wall there, it hurts you. But obviously they've got rid of that in this version. I assume because they didn't want people wandering over it by accident. I don't remember if you can actually get into the secret exit on this level. I'm going to assume not, because the switch for it is normally in here. And obviously it's not here right now. So I'm guessing the answer to that is a big fat no. So you can see I'm just seeing if there's anything in here. But yeah, I don't think there's a way up to the secret. I'm just going to check between here. Because sometimes when you see this kind of thing, it makes you think there's a door. So we'll head in here. We'll head up the stairs. It opens up this little secret here. Get rid of the pinky here. I'm going to get rid of all these zombie men here. So I like to snipe across here just to take out the Baron that's in the other room. It's a good idea to get rid of the enemies as early as you can. So how do we get over there? Normally there's a thing here. Is it in here? Oh, okay. So they've extended this room and it brings you in here. Okay. So this room is here normally, but it doesn't connect to that room. Oh, and we come in behind these guys. Okay. So basically, normally you would come in at the other end of this room and face these guys head on. But in this version, you come in behind them. Bit interesting. That's a... And also this room looks very different. See, there's where the door normally is, where you come in. Oh, God, hello. Now, I'm a bit nervous about unleashing my rocket launcher here. So, just going to take a second. We're going to think about it, and then we'll come back to this. Are you going to come to the door? Nice. So you can hear the cacodemons there, and as well as that, there's a bunch of pinkies who are about to descend upon me here. So the main thing I've got to do here is just clear all these enemies. I don't really want to be facing these too close here. Luckily, the pinkies are easy to kind of manage, so it's not that difficult to control the floor here. Nice, so that's the cacodemon down there. We're pretty much done with this level, I think. I don't think there's any more enemies as well. I think that was the last of them. Oh no! Again! Putting a pain elemental randomly somewhere just to kind of play with you. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, I'll head into the exit here and we will depart this level, which is good. We get 100% kills. Oh, 106%. That's what we like to see. Putting in the extra effort. So we're heading into Halls of the Damned here now. So yeah, Halls of the Damned is one of those levels where it's been changed, and I kind of feel that like some of the changes have taken some of the personality out of the level, but we'll get to that as we come through here, because I'm struggling to change my weapons here. I want the shotgun, thank you. Thank you for hitting me in the face. So I lost a lot of health there needlessly as well. Didn't really need to lose all that health there. I'm going to take out the cacodemon here. And we're going to head across the toxic pit over here. Now this has been simplified a bit from the PC version, but you still get the Berserk pack here. And you do have to still hit this switch here, which, you know, a bit annoying. Although it's weird that that still has the open roof texture on it. So yeah, this is... I mean, I wouldn't say it's been simplified. I'd say though that like it's not as difficult this whole level as it is in the original. So as long as you don't kind of get trapped down there, the pinkies won't really cause that much damage to you. I'm gonna take out the pinkies here with the shotgun. So the blue key's right here. There is a secret behind that wall there, but it's just a chainsaw and I'm not really fussed about that. This switch is completely useless, does nothing for us right now. That's the way that you activate all those without actually, you know, going in there. So I want to get rid of all these enemies in here because there's a Berserk pack over there. I'm going to be using that in a second when I go into the maze to attack all the pinkies. I'm going to punch you in the face. I'm going to... Oh, God, okay. Did not expect to see a Revenant. So, again, unfortunately, in this version, they run really slow. Like, really, really slow. But what that means is that I can take my time here punching all the pinkies because the Revenant's not really going to be a problem for me. Oh, he's already dead, anyway. But yeah, it's a shame because like the Revenants would be really cool in Doom 1 at normal speed. So we'll grab the ammo box there. Take out the pinky here. Oh god, I forgot about that. So yeah, that Cacodemon comes out of that wall there. So what's interesting here, in the original, this is very dark. Like, you probably need the light amplification goggles to see properly in here. But in this version of Doom, it's just light blue. It's just, well, dark blue. Which, I mean, I guess it's up to you which aesthetic you think is better. We want to get rid of all these pinkies here because there's a Baron right at the back. If I go into this next room and that Baron sort of chases us in, we could be in for trouble. So the best thing to do here is just to get rid of all these enemies, including the Baron, as quickly as we can. Just taking my time, dodging, waiting for him to shoot, and then just dodging at the last second. Go in here and grab all the goodies. There's not that much in there, but you know, every little helps. Again, this room is slightly easier, although I prefer this the way it's done here. Because you can see there's lights, but there's also dark shadows. In the original, this room is basically dark, and like you kind of end up stumbling around, hoping to hit enemies. But here it's kind of like only parts of the room are dark, so it's a bit better presented here in my opinion. Although this Revenant here, not going to cause me any problems at all. And if you're wondering, the Archvile is not in Doom 2 on the PS1, and it does not make an appearance here, unfortunately. It's the only enemy that doesn't make an appearance in either of the games. The Spider Mastermind doesn't make an appearance in Doom 1 in this, which is really interesting because it's in Doom 2. So I'm not sure what was going on when they were making that decision, but apparently the Spider Mastermind isn't. But the Cyber Demon does make an appearance in Doom 1. Spoilers. I won't tell you where, but it does actually make an appearance, and yeah. So we've just grabbed the red key. That room wasn't too difficult, to be honest. With all the ammo we've got, it was not that much for a trial. These rooms can be very cramped. We just want to get rid of everything in here as quickly as we can. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. We'll just take over all these enemies here just so they don't kind of sneak up behind us as we advance further in the level. Nice. So, unfortunately, everything beyond here has been pretty much cut. Like, so the fake exit's gone, the room with the yellow key, gone, the trap with the chain gun, gone. The only room that really survives is this one, and it's kind of in its weakest form here. It's a real disappointment for me. Like, I feel like half the fun of this level was that whole area. I wish these lost souls would stop playing with the doors. I get why they've done it, because they don't want it to be too big and sprawling, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of them cutting out like a huge chunk of the level like that. But yeah, we're pretty much done here. The only thing we have to deal with is the pinkies on the way back to the exit. Oh, speaking of. Let's get rid of these guys here. So, as you can see here, there's a Baron behind these pinkies here. The pinkies are actually stuck because they're sort of placed on top of each other. So this is where those pinkies came from. And we should be done here, I think. I don't think there's anything too exciting. Yeah, unfortunately, like, the meat of this level was kind of taken away. I'm not going to lie. Like, this is one of those levels where I don't like the edits they made. I feel like it's kind of rips like the fun of the level out, but you know, we only killed 88% of the enemies anyway, so what am I talking about? So heading off to spawning Vats here, and this is another level where the Jaguar level design modifications really kind of hurt the level, I'd say. So you can see, like, this is all completely different. This is more like a castle than it is a tech base. So I'm going to use the BFG here to get rid of those. Got to be careful because there's a Baron at the end of this room. Yeah, and he's going to take great pride in shooting at me. There is an invulnerability there, but I would like to get rid of the Baron before I grab it. Excellent. So what I'm going to do here is going to use this as a chance to grab all the med packs. And then we're going to head out here because there's another new monster from Doom 2 making their debut in Ultimate Doom. It's the Mancubus. So yeah, the Mancubus makes its appearance here. It doesn't make too many appearances. It actually turns up in a very surprising level later on, but we'll talk about that. It's a bit weird not having the super shotgun to fight that with. But yeah, for now, we are going to continue on through this level. If you're wondering, oh, there's another Mancubus there. I forgot about that one, actually. So I'm just going to get rid of it as quick as I can. I don't, as much as I like the Mancubus, it can be a bit of a pain in the backside. So the red door to the right-hand side here, it is still there, but it actually acts as a secret exit now to Fortress of Mystery. I'm not going to be doing that in this run now, but I will put that at the end of the run if you're wanting to see that. But the original red door is still here. We need that to finish the level. But yeah, we're going to get overrun here in a second by a bunch of enemies. We'll take out these enemies as they come popping out the doors here. Shoot you. So yeah, we can't quite get up to the yellow key from here. We've got to go all the way back through the level. But I didn't want to come through that way because if we tried to take all these enemies on, we would have been absolutely massacred. From past experience, I can tell you it's not easy to just run through and try and avoid all those enemies. So I don't usually bother. I'd rather just fight through this way. So there should be a pinky here. There is. Oh, he has a friend up here as well. So we're going to grab the chain gun there for ammo. I don't think there's any more enemies between us and the yellow key. The whole bit with the switch and the shotgunners that was in that area, that's gone. Well, you can see there's quite a bit missing from some of these levels. Another Mancubus there, though. That's pretty cool. Again, it will never not be cool seeing Doom 2 enemies walking around the Doom 1 levels. So the red key's here. Oh god, I forgot about that imp again. Every time I come in this room, I will forget that imp's there and it'll always try and scratch me as I'm walking through. Always without fail. So we've got the red key here. There's not much else for us to do in this level, being totally honest. We can't get the blue key because that's been taken out, so we may as well just try and finish the level here. The Cacodemon secret is still here. It's not a great ending to the level, but you know, I don't know how I feel about the changes to this one. I feel this level gets really hurt by a lot of the changes, but hey, whatever. But yeah, we're going to Hellgate next. Hellgate is it's an addition that appears in several of the console ports. I don't like it. I really don't like it that much, but it's used as kind of like a boss level in place of Tower of Babel, but we will be seeing Tower of Babel much later on, interestingly, so don't think for a second that we're not going to be visiting there. But for now, we're going to take on all these pinkies here. So this level's just like a big enemy rush thing, because rush mode, because all the enemies here will target us as we move through the courtyard. I want to try blowing up the barrels up there. That'll be really nice. There we go. There's a whole bunch of imps firing into the room here. So there's a few cacodemons who've just popped out there, and a few pinkies as well. So I need to change my gun here properly. Yeah, so I've not got any ammo for my big guns, but luckily there's some rockets here. Oh god, okay. I need to get rid of this Baron here. Oh my god, okay. I need to be careful here because I could get overwhelmed if I'm not careful. Oh, I do not like this. Oh, I do not like this at all. Oh no, I really don't like this. Okay, we're getting out of here. That got very hairy very quickly there. I'm gonna take down the cacodemon here. I'm gonna try and get rid of this Baron. We've got rid of him. Lucky. Excellent. We're running a bit low on ammo here, interestingly enough. I think there should be some cell ammo. There is there. I think there's some more on the other side as well, but I'll grab that as we're moving through the level. I'm going to use the cell ammo just to get rid of the pinkies here. Wait, I didn't grab that cell ammo, did I? No, I didn't. It wasn't cell ammo, it was medkit, but I'd like to go into the next level with full health if possible. So we're going to be visiting the console version of Hellkeep, IMO, the better version of Hellkeep. So as you can see, the skybox hasn't changed here. Now, this is not the same Hellkeep that you'll see in the PC version, but this does make constant appearances in the console ports that use the Jaguar level set. Now, what makes this kind of more interesting for me is that it actually has keys and it actually has logic. So you can see there's a red key there that we need to get our hands on. So there's a bunch of imps in here. Let's take care of these guys. Careful. There we go. Gonna make sure my shotgun ammo is topped up because shotgun is probably the best, most consistent like weapon for getting rid of imps. When I grab this, the walls will come up here. I'm gonna blast the pinkies in the face here. Gonna make sure we get rid of. I want to get rid of all these enemies because they will try to follow me through the level if I don't, which is a bit of a pain in the backside, but you know, it is what it is. So now that we've got the red key, we can head across the level here. Gonna head down here. Take out these zombie men up there. There should be some there. Oh, God, hello. So we're going to come in here. Oh, hello. I remember this Revenant because I remember once it actually killed me when I went in that room. It shot me through the window there, which was a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, if we come here, the lift will come down and we can dive in to here. There's two cacodemons here that we've got to make peace with by blasting them in the face with the chain gun. I don't hear them complaining, do you? I'll grab the blue key here. Now, this will open up this. So, just got to make sure that, you know, I don't get overwhelmed here. take out the Cacodemon. So these imps have come from an opening in front of the blue door, if I remember rightly. So we come through here. I think, yeah. I think there's plasma ammo. There's a bunch of ammo I didn't pick up in this first room. Intentionally so I could come back and grab it later on. Right, so if I remember rightly, when we grab the yellow key here, there's going to be a bunch of enemies that spawn into this room. Well, luckily the BFG will make short work of that crowd. So I'm going to press this button here, and we should be pretty much done with the level. Oh, there's a monster closet here. So I just want to make sure that I don't get overwhelmed by these guys, keep my distance, use my shotgun. I want to keep some of that plasma ammo for the end of the level, if possible. For the next level, if possible. Open the door here, and we are done. That was Hellkeep, the console version. So 96%, but 100% secrets and items. I never go for items. So getting 100% items, very interesting. But we're now diving into Pandemonium. Pandemonium is one of the more popular levels in Inferno. It's a fun level. It is a fun level. But as you can see, it's kind of heavily modified. So there's a Hell Knight here, which we're going to get rid of. So it looks like half the level's missing on this one, which, you know, it is what it is at this point. We'll take down this pinky here, grab the ammo, and we'll head into the centre part here. Now there's two imps here that we need to get rid of. They will be sort of shooting out at me otherwise. Thank you very much. So we're going to hit this switch here, and that's going to bring down the walls here, where a bunch of enemies are going to attack. So yeah, we're doing pretty okay here. As you can see, there's no staircase there, so the only way we can go here is this way. We could have gone down where we took on that Nightmare Pinky, but to be honest, we'd just end up fighting a Baron of Hell, and I'd rather get the cell ammo from here. So pick up that cell ammo, shoot the Lost Soul there, and the shotgun guy, grab the supercharge here, although we lose quite a bit of health as we try and go for that. So I'm going to have to fight these on the lava though, which is not appreciated. So as you can see, we've woken the Baron up there, but luckily there's an invulnerability down here. No, there isn't an invulnerability down here. They've changed that. Interesting. Okay, I need this now. Definitely need the BFG here. Yeah, okay, so I was expecting there to be an invulnerability there, but unfortunately they made the decision somewhere there to take it away. So I guess we're just taking on the imps here without the invulnerability. Not a problem, just means this level's going to take a bit longer than I anticipated. So the Baron of Hell here, we're not going to use the rocket launcher here, because that pinky's going to charge me down, probably kill me if I shot myself here with a rocket. So we take down the Baron there, just checking there's no secrets behind there. Now, I'm not sure how much of this level's intact down here, but we'll have a quick look. We could technically run for the exit here, but I do kind of want to have a nosy around. Like, I like that the chain gun's little sectors has its own lighting. That's pretty neat. So take out the Spectre there. There's a few imps up in the cage. That leads back to the start of the level there. So we're just going to make sure that we kill all the imps here. So, interestingly, this bit here, I did not anticipate this. Kind of surprised this is here, but the other half of the level isn't. Right, so we just want to be careful in this room, because it's very easy for the Lost Souls to overwhelm and attack us pretty aggressively. Remember, I am playing this on ultraviolence, so they are a bit nasty on ultraviolence. Take out all the lost souls here. So we'll take out these enemies here. The only reason I'm coming around this way is because there's a bunch of ammo down here that I want to get my hands on. Cool. So I've grabbed all this ammo here. This will be really useful in the next level, I think. Provided we don't die. If we die, then, you know, whoops. There's an imp there. We got a few imps to face before we get out of this level, I think. But yeah, this is a very... Oh, hello. That's 2 Hell Knights. Ah, see, that's a good addition. That makes this room a lot more interesting. So... I did ponder using the BFG there, but then I kind of realised that probably wouldn't have ended well. It would have taken a lot to get both of them in one shot there, because they weren't hanging around together. We'll grab the armour and the health. So I think if I click here, is it this one or is it this one? I know one of these walls comes down at least. I don't know if both do. Ah, nice. Look at all that health. Excellent, excellent. Oh, nice. Okay, so this one had pinkies in it. I'll come in here, grab the stim pack. So there's going to be a bunch of imps here. If I had the BFG, I would have used it here, but I do not. So let's just get rid of all the imps in here. Thanks for that. And we're done with Pandemonium. What did I get here? 98! Oh, wondering where that last enemy was then. Must have been hidden somewhere I didn't go looking. Interesting. Anyway, we're moving on to the next level here. I got to be careful of that pinky there, because obviously he's going to make quick work of me if he gets down quick onto me there. Luckily I was able to take him out, but unfortunately there's a bunch of pinkies and zombie men lurking around these corners. So obviously if you've seen the original version of this, you'll know that this room has a very different feel to it, because the roof texture has been changed to a skybox, which is pretty interesting. So I want to use the barrel there to try and take these guys out. Unfortunately, didn't quite work for me there, but there is a secret here with a bunch of ammo in, which I'm going to take advantage of. Now, I want to take out the pinkies and the cacodemons on this side. This one obviously ran around. He's come from the other side, which, you know, didn't really need, but thanks anyway, man. But yeah, we'll take down the cacodemons here. These guys aren't really too much of a problem, but they are a bit of a pain in the backside for when I want to come, if I want to get like as close to 100% kills as I can. I don't know if I'm going to go for that on this level, but you know, we'll see. There's a lot of enemies on this level. Let's take care of you. Wow, you took all my shotgun bullets. There's one more pinky here that we have to deal with. So once I open this door here, a bunch of enemies are going to come out. So luckily the BFG sorted all of them out. These guys will come racing through the teleport here, but luckily, because I got rid of all those guys with the BFG, there's not too much to worry about there. I'll go in here just to grab the ammo. There's nothing of note in there other than the shells. So we'll carry on here. So they've taken out one of the rooms here, and you basically teleport a fair bit of the way through the level. I'm going to run through here because I know that this is an absolute nightmare. Because all these pinkies here, these are in the PC version, but normally you have a chance to see them and run past them. But in this version, you kind of get teleported right in front of them. So yeah, let's activate this. There's a bunch of ammo in here and a bunch of hit scanners that we can get rid of pretty quickly. Oh, okay. That's not what you want to see. You don't really want to see too many nightmare pinkies heading in our direction. So thanks for that game. I appreciate that. So yeah, there's a lot of enemies in this area. It's important that I just take care of the pinkies first and then I deal with the Cacodemon. There's a Baron of Hell in here as well as a bunch of lost souls who are no doubt going to make themselves known to me very soon. If I kill you, okay, if I can hit you. There's some ammo in the right hand door here which I want to make sure I grab. There's also a box of ammo in here. Now the thing is, this is supposed to be a trap because once that door shuts, you're not supposed to be able to get back out. Luckily, if we do this and open the door, we can fight the Cacodemon with plenty of space. So yeah, this is supposed to be a trap, but like it's very easy to break the trap and get out of it. So as you can see here, there's a lot of lost souls. Luckily we took them out. So I just want to get rid of this Baron quickly and quietly with no hassle or fuss. Nice. So grab the blue key here. Now what is interesting here is that they actually change the order of play here. That door in front in the PC version you can actually just run through. But here on the console versions you have to detour here. This is a required path now, which is... I actually think this is better. I feel like I'm kind of surprised this wasn't in the base game, to be honest, because this whole area is optional otherwise. But I think it's because there's a BFG here and they don't really want everyone to get their hands on that too easily. So I've got to be really careful in this next room. There's a room filled with enemies through that door to the left there. If I let the enemies kind of wander too much in here, they'll open it up and everyone will pour into here. So I want to try and guide the enemies over this side of the room. I don't really have the ammo to be dealing with all of those enemies at once. I can deal with these guys in like small doses, which is why I'm trying to draw them over this side of the room so they're not tempted to go to that door and open it up. Yeah. So now I can just throw a rocket in here, take out as many of the enemies as I can. Oh, look at that. So much easier when the plan works. Sometimes like you can get really messed over by the enemies playing around with the doors when you don't want them to. So if you come down here and click the end wall here, it opens up a secret, which is really neat. Got a ton of ammo in here, but obviously we want to get rid of the pinkies here. So across from us here is the BFG. I do want to grab the BFG. We already have it, but like it's nice to have the ammo for it, because in the coming levels we're going to be needing as much of that as possible. So as you can see, we've got a load of rockets now, which means I can basically stand back and... oh god, that door behind me shut. Oh god, oh god. Okay, managed to get out of there. That could have been a bit hairy if I hadn't been able to get that door open quickly. The rocket launcher is such a cursed blessing. It's great for using, but sometimes it can really turn into your worst enemy in these games. But you see, we grabbed the red key there, which means that now we can head all the way back through the level and open this red door. So yeah, in the other versions that's not how it is, but I want to open this because there's a bunch of pinkies who will trap me in there. You can see they take 2 rocket blasts, which eats well into your rocket deposits. Just oh my god. So yeah, that was not my brightest idea there. So you can see this bit is completely different from what you get in the console version, although it's a bit fun because like you get these 2 barons here and you can take them out with the BFG or whatever your weapon of choice is. And then you get these Cacodemons who come out, and it leads to a nice little intense fight. Use the plasma rifle to get rid of those. We'll head in here. Very nice. Ah, could have used that like 20 seconds ago, game. Never mind. Never mind. So we're done with this level. I think we got all kills as well, unless we didn't catch anyone in one of the secrets that I missed. 100%. Nice, 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 nice. I'm not too confident on some of these levels if I can get 100%. Unholy Cathedral, my lord. So, spoilers, I'm not going for 100% on this level. I'm just going to be bailing through it as quick as I can. I'm not a fan of this level at all. We'll come in this secret here. We'll grab the light amplification goggles that we haven't seen much of, even though there was plenty of times it should have been there. Get rid of all the imps here. Oh god, okay. Not good, okay. So what happened there? The pinkies all surrounded me and I couldn't get out easily. So as you saw, I ended up struggling trying to wiggle my way out of there. If that had gone on for about 2-3 more seconds, it would have been done for. Okay, I'm going to use the rockets here. Goodness me, this is... We'll open up the door again here. So we've got a bit of cell ammo here, which is kind of what I wanted. Just going to get rid of the Caco demons here. There's a Caco demon behind that Caco demon. We've used pretty much all of our cell ammo there. Need to be careful on this toxic. Yes, is the secret still here? It is. So we can get a rad suit here, which is good. I saw a pinky then, so there's a pinky on the other side here. There's an imp there to the right. Let's get rid of you before you start scratching me. So there's a cell ammo there, which I'm going to grab, and then we come out here. Oh, my days. Okay. So, with the console version here, it doesn't flicker, I don't think. So, oh my god. So I'm actually looking around here, just seeing if I can spot which teleporter I'm meant to go into. So it's unleashed a bunch of Caco demons on us. There is a yellow door somewhere around here, but like... goodness knows where it actually is, because I forever get lost in this part. I don't think we're going to find that yellow door. Let's just try and get out of here. Is it here? No. Alright, let's try and get out of here. So I'm just trying all the teleporters here. I've been in that one, I think. Don't think I've been in this one. No, I've not. So yeah, we took out those pinkies there, no problem. I'm going to take out all these guys because when I'm running towards the end of the level, the last thing I want to be doing is dealing with all of these wonderful beasts. There's a lot of lost souls in here as well, which would make this room even fun. More fun if we tried to do it close quarters. Yeah, I was trying to change the shotgun there, but didn't really get the chance to. Thank God for those health packs there. So we're going to go head off to get the blue key here, which is in here. I'm not going to be doing too much more of this level, I think. If you know where you're going, you can bullet through this pretty quickly, and to be honest, like, I was trying to slug it out a bit, but my patience for it has worn extremely thin, let's put it that way. So yeah, they don't crush. I don't know if they crush on it on this one. In the PC version they crush, so I'll be sure to check that out. Well, if they don't crush, then I guess I can just walk through this teleporter here then, can't I? Save me a load of hassle. Oh god, hello. Well, that was unexpected, wasn't it? So we're going to head into the blue door here. And we're going to go into this trap here because I just want to see how it's changed. So obviously you can see the monsters all come out of those closets at the back rather than being teleported in, which is how they come in normally. Yeah, I'm just going to shoot here. Probably should have used the BFG, but you know, I'm committed to the bit here now. Go down. There we go. So normally these aren't here, but I'm guessing that they don't really like using teleporters in this version for some reason, so let's move on. So we didn't get anywhere near 100, I'm guessing. 92, that's actually a lot more than I thought. Although I didn't find the yellow door, that would have probably given us 100% secrets. Anyway, we're on to Mount Erebus here. So the first thing I'm going to do here is shoot the shotgun here and dash to the left. You'll notice that we've lost the funky textures that you usually find on this level. Bit of a shame, but hey. Now you'll notice that there's a Mancubus over there. That Mancubus is quite annoying. We're going to get rid of him, but unfortunately shooting towards him means we draw the attention of all these enemies over here, who are going to take great pleasure in running towards us here. So yeah. We'll deal with these guys as they run over to me here. We are running a bit low on health here as well, which I'm not too thrilled about, I have to say. Please go away, thank you. So yeah, the major problem here is the lack of health and no armor. Oh goodness, 4% health, that's not good, and we don't really have any health on this island with us. So I'm going to risk here. This will drop down if we cross the line dev there, so just going to carefully grab that stim pack. Going to make sure to not get killed here. I have to make sure there are enemies there. Oh god. Okay, they could have had me there. I think that's the just pure luck there that we got through that. So pick up some of these stim packs. We really need these right now. And there is invincibility here, which I'm never going to say no to. So I'm going to immediately use this invincibility, run in here. I'm just going to take out all the enemies in here. So yeah, that Berserk pack kind of messed me up a bit there. Doesn't really matter. So I'm going to grab the cell in this secret here. And then we are just going to head straight off. So you'll notice here, this was actually part of the main level in the original game. But what they've done here is they've sealed it off. It's kind of like you have to come to this area now. It's not optional anymore, which is a bit interesting, but what it does mean is that we get to explore this. It is kind of gated off from the rest of the level as well. But if you come in here and look behind these switches, there's a Caco Demon, there's some shotgunners. We'll get rid of the pinkies here because you can see the Caco Demon there. There's also some shotgunners in there of him, so we've just got to be a bit careful about that. There you go, taking out the Caco Demon and taking out the shotgunner in there of him. So we're grabbing the yellow key here. I also grab that because invaluable on this level, purely because there's so much hurt flow on this level. But yeah, this was optional in the original game, and likewise this was a lot more funky in the original game. They've made it brick texture here, which is a bit of a shame. You know, you kind of loses some of the charm when you make it look like it's brickwork. But you know, does anyone actually know what that flashing texture was? I'm gonna kill this imp here, and then I'm gonna kill this imp. Gonna run down here. So because this level's a bit more enclosed than it is originally, there's not as many enemies chasing us as there probably should be. That being said, I don't really want to fight all these enemies. Yeah, there's a lot of enemies still chasing us, so just gonna run around here. As you can see, a lot of this level is kind of closed off. Normally you'd be able to run out and behind that building. So what I'm going to do here, we're just going to shoot these cacodemons. So yeah, we're going to shoot the cacodemons here. So I'm going to wander around a bit here just to see what enemies are here, and here's the pinkies. So these enemies have come out of these little holes here. There's some armor here, very nice, need that. Unfortunately that has opened up a bit of a monster closet there, full of imps. So there's another invulnerability here, which of course going to make good use of. A lot of lost souls here, so let's get rid of these guys. That visual of the flaming sky against the white of the invincibility is so cool. But yeah, we'll take out the cacodemon, grab this bonus, and we'll head to the level exit here. Well, first I'll check down here just to make sure there's nothing happening. But yeah, I'm gonna go in here and we're gonna dive straight into the exit. Now I have no idea how many enemies I killed here. I don't think it's that many. 81%, about what you could expect. We're heading into Limbo next. Now I know that Limbo is not loved by a lot of people. I don't mind it, but I can understand why the central teleporter puzzle is an arse, and this opening is very much an arse because you get faced down by all these shotgunners, which frankly is just nasty. Now in my opinion, just saying, using the skybox here wakes this level up in terms of like its like visual potential. Just saying that. It's kind of surprising how just changing one texture, the skybox texture, can make things look so much better. But we're going to get rid of these two imps here and grab the ammo pack behind them. They don't really... Ooh, where'd you come from? So yeah, I personally prefer this that central room looking like that. Now this level's got a bunch of demons, pinkies that are going to be chasing us throughout it. So this is something we're just going to have to get used to for now. So when we grab the blue key here, two pinkies are running up behind us. There we go. Not too much trouble. Sometimes there's a pinky in here. It depends how unfortunate you are. I'm going to click this button here. And this opens up this central room here with all of these cacodemons. Now, unfortunately I don't have any BFG ammo, which would be the ideal way that we take care of this. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to scoot around like this, just take my time, shoot these enemies, and we're not going to worry too much about them. Although they are getting some hits in on me, which is pretty annoying. I can't really see them because of the dead bodies. So we're going to grab that box of shotgun shells there. As you can see, more pinkies have found us here. Now, like I said to you, unfortunately there's not much you can really do about this unless you really want to go hunting down pinkies early in the level. Personally, I don't think they're that much of a bother, as long as you are aware of them. We're actually going to go through here. So this area is kind of optional at the minute, but there is a Baron behind here, but there's some cell ammo which we really want. Now, of course, we've got stuck here. So I'm going to take down the Baron here. So I'm going to stand on here. Is he going to join me? He is. So we're having an epic fight on the lift here. I love the fact that he doesn't move when he's on here. Nice. We took him down. We can't really do much with this because we need the red key, but we can grab the cell ammo behind it. Every bit of cell ammo is really useful. Another box of shotgun shells there. I do love how this level looks, I'm not going to lie. The lighting really pops this level. So, you know, I know some people don't like it, but... And we're taking out the Caco Demon here. Oh, hello, you came right over to say hi, didn't you? So we drop down here. Now, there should be a Caco Demon here. Not really sure where that's gone. Oh god, where did you come from? I have no idea where that Caco Demon went. Or where it was hiding. But it doesn't really matter. So we'll pop round here, grab the BFG. Useful to know that there's a BFG there in case you ever need one. So there's plenty of rad suits here. There's little reason to kind of get hurt by this pain floor. Make sure you grab rad suits as you need them. So the red key is just to the left here. Oh yeah, I forgot to grab the red key first, didn't I? So we'll head in here, click the button, and we'll head through the teleporter over here. Now, from here you kind of have to know where you're going. This is where most people fall down in this level, because if you don't know the order to do these teleports in, you're kind of going to get lost. But if you come here, you can raise the platform on the other side over there. You can also get rid of these lost souls. It makes that room there a lot easier, let me tell you. But yeah, most people struggle because finding these teleports is not easy on your first try, let me tell you. Because you have to work out where each one of these goes, and there's pain floors. It's just, there are ways they could have made this easier. But we're going to fight the Pinky here. Luckily we're going to grab this rad suit. I'm pretty sure it's this one we need to go into. No, it's not. It's the other one. But I am going to kill all these enemies here, just so they understand who the boss is here. So if we come in here, there's a button that we need to press. There's also a bunch of ammo which we can pick up. Well, that one cell ammo, but you know, the thought was there. Let's run through the teleport here. So now we can collect the yellow key, and we can basically start heading towards the end of the level here. So we do this. That's the path that we raised with the switch over there when we were fighting the Lost Souls. We can now head to the end of the level, but before we do that, I want to actually go back and pick up the there's a bunch of ammo that we can pick up. This is the optional part of this level, but if you come in here, you can pick up a plasma, you can pick up a bunch of cell ammo. We're going to be needing that as we advance through the game. Cell ammo is very important, and especially with where we're going next, it might prove helpful. But yeah, let's finish the level here. So we walk around here. This is the puzzle. This is the teleport that takes you to the exit. We have to have done all the other stuff to clear this, and we've made it. Very, very nice indeed. So yeah, not my favourite level, but it's certainly one that I don't hold too much in the way of grudge towards. Only 80% kills though, probably because like a bunch of enemies were still in the sewers that we missed. So you can see we're heading off to the Tower of Babel. Now what's interesting here is that this level doesn't really feature in many of the other console versions of this game. So this is kind of unique. But yeah, you can see the Barons of Hell texture has been removed, and the door shuts pretty quickly, so like, you know, we can't use the middle bits there. You'll also notice that they've decided to throw in some Mancubus here, just for the giggles, and yeah, we're getting rid of these guys as quick as we can. So the Cyber Demon is probably awake now, and it's probably heading in our general direction. But until we see him or hear him, there's not much that I'm really worried about. I kind of want to get rid of these Mancubus because they'll probably cause more damage than anything else on this level. Although those Lost Souls are really trying. Yeah, they really are trying, aren't they? Let's get rid of you. See, there's a load of ammo here. You can also just hear the Cyber Demon off in the distance. So it makes me think he's off to the left here. Yeah, he's in that room over there. You can just see him on the left over there. And he hasn't got a problem coming out, so... Let's get rid of you. So what I'm doing here, I'm clearing the battlefield. Trying to fight the Cyber Demon with these controls, with the kind of like issues that this version has, and all these enemies is a bit too much. The Mancubus really could be a problem. Look at all those Lost Souls in there having a little party. So we're going to grab this. We've got the ammo for the. We've got the ammo, we've got the armor, and we've got the health for this. So I'm pretty confident I can do this. So I want to save my cell ammo for the coming levels. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to try strafing him and using the rockets here. We should be happy, to be honest, because this is the first time we've seen the Cyber Demon, but he doesn't usually turn up in these console ports, at least not the ones from the 90s. For some reason the Cyber Demon was usually one of the monsters that gets cut pretty quickly, which is kind of awkward because he's kind of iconic. But yeah, as long as I keep circle strafing him here, and as long as I don't get too close, and as long as I don't blast myself in the face, we should be okay. There we go, he's dead. Lovely. So the good thing here is that I can now run around the level picking up all that ammo that we didn't use, because of the way that this port handles boss levels, we actually have to walk through a teleporter. So yeah, as you can see here, I'm just going around picking up all the rocket launchers here. That battle wasn't too difficult, to be honest. I kind of wish they used the Cyber Demon more, to be honest. But they obviously decided that they wanted this to be like a special encounter on this version of the game. So, but we might see him before the end of this Doom 1 run. Who knows? Who knows? That's 100%. I mean, that's pretty obvious to understand. But we're off to Hell Beneath here, and we're actually at the point here where these levels don't turn up in any of the other console ports from the 90s. Thy Flesh Consumed is pretty much an exclusive to the Saturn and PS1 versions of these games. So all the modifications made for this are pretty much made for this version. And yeah, I am mentioning the Saturn version. I might play that at some point. But if I'm going to play that one, I'm probably going to need a few drinks as well with it, because, yeah, that's a rough version of Doom. Let's put it that way. So I'm going to click these buttons here. Now, the thing with this level is that when it was being on Ultraviolence on the original Doom, there's no health packs. But as you can see to my right here, there's health packs. So what they've obviously decided is they just want people to be able to finish the level. They're not fussed here about, like, trying to keep to the original thing, and I kind of like that. To be honest, like, the gimmick that this level didn't have any health packs on Ultraviolence was a bit mean, especially considering how many Barons there are on this level. By the way, I'm not doing the 9-inch nails trap. I'm not. That's an ammo sink that I'm not willing to play with. So we'll take out the imps here, grab the health bonuses. Can you just, like, stop for a second? Thank you. We'll take out the imp there, the pinky. So we're going to have a quick... Oh, God, hello. Yes, yes. So everyone's teleporting outside here. They're saving me a job. So I'll pick up that armor. But yeah, this level's largely unmodified. At least compared to what I think comes in a bit. But yeah, we'll take down this imp. So yeah, doing that wakes all the enemies up here. So you can see, rather than throwing barons, which is what you get in the original, you actually just get a Hell Knight here, which is very kind. But it also kind of removes a lot of the difficulty from this part of the game. I'm trying to shoot through the holes, but I don't think I'm actually hitting anything here. So yeah, the Hell Knights, I think they get used a lot in Thy Flesh Consumed, because I think like they swap them out. Okay. I'm just basically making sure that nothing's teleporting in behind me. I really can't be bothered with that. But yeah, we'll head into the red door here. Oh wait, first let's get rid of these imps, because I don't need these guys walking in behind me causing all kinds of trouble. There's a health pack there. Let's grab that. I could go and get the rocket launcher. I'll save that, I think, for the end of this level, because I know there's a bunch of enemies who are about to spawn in here. So you can see, like, the lighting in these levels is pretty nice. Like, it really kind of makes this room look and feel a bit different. Like, it doesn't change the way the level looks, but it makes the ambience of the level a lot more different, and I like that. Now, can these pinkies just stop? Goodness me. So yeah, this is the same room where the 9 Inch Nails Easter egg is, and I'm not really interested in playing with that, to be honest. It's kind of a... So for those who don't... Imps. I'll talk about it in a minute. Give me a second. Gotta get rid of these imps first. Wow, they were really going for me there. Do we have any help? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not doing well for health here, am I? Alright, they put health packs up here. Nice. So yeah, there's health packs up there. So yeah, we're definitely going on to the other side. Very nice indeed. So yeah, the 9 Inch Nails thing is a trap where there's a bunch of barons who come out and attack you. We don't have the health or the armor to deal with that, so we're not even going to touch that. Yeah, I'm assuming that's what the other 4% is. I mean, it's just not worth it. Not with that. You saw how I struggled there. We're doing Perfect Hatred now. This is also going to probably hurt a lot. Okay, so... Whoa, hello. Wait, did they put a pinky here as well, just to absolutely mess with people? That's mean. This opening is already like rough enough, and oh my god, this is Chugosaurus. Well, it's not really chugging, but like you can see, like it's not running as smooth as the other levels. So yeah, this is kind of where like these bigger levels might start hitting the performance a bit more. Yeah, we're pretty safe here. I got rid of all the enemies there. So let's get rid of the Hell Knights again. So I'm picking up a theme here. They don't like using the Barons of Hell in this episode, which I'm not going to complain about, but you know, that was half the difficulty of these levels. So take out the pinkies up there. Pinky, thank you. There is a supercharge down there, but I'm not interested in that right now. So I'm going to run across here. I'm going to grab the rad suit. I'm going to come and get this now, I think, because otherwise I'll probably forget about it. And we aren't doing very well on health, so... I like how they made these steps easier to access. Right, so that wasn't too difficult. Honestly, the imps were not a problem there. So yeah, we're going to head over here. Now, I have no idea how this next room is going to play out, because the barons in here could be a problem, maybe. Let's get rid of the enemies here. So there's a bunch of barons who come out here. It's going to be a bit of a nightmare to handle this with such small platforms and this controller, but hey, let's make this work. I fell down. It's very easy to do that sometimes. So we will go here. I'm pretty sure we can go to the secret level if we wanted to, but since I absolutely detest that secret level, like, we're not. We shall not. Not today. So we're going to run across here into this room again. Now, I don't want to fall down. Let's just carefully make our way around. God knows how I'm going to do this Baron fight here. Rocket launch is probably not my best shot here. I'm just going to use the BFG, I think. Oh, that's a Hell Knight. Okay. There's only 2 of them. Huh. That's interesting. Well, I guess that seems to be a running theme. They don't like using the Barons. Maybe they deemed it way too unfair and just decided that Hell Knights were a fairer option. I mean, again, if they probably had Hell Knights, they probably would have used them a lot in this episode. So I can imagine, like I said way back at the start of this, like the way that they kind of treat this sometimes is like this is like a best of compilation, and yeah. So look, more Hell Knights. Yeah, they don't like using Barons in Thy Flesh Consumed. That's very clear. I'm going to leg it over here. So I am curious, like, what's going to be in here then? Because at the minute, it looks like every Baron's been replaced by a Hell Knight. Yeah, it's a Hell Knight again. Yeah, so it looks to me like what they've done, they've come in and they've gone, the Baron fights are too much, which I get. There were way too many Barons on this level, to be fair. I'd have kept 1 or 2 of them around, but like, I think like, oh my god, why are things biting me? I'm not tasty. Trust me, you don't know where I've been. Let's take out the annoying Cacodemon. I'm just poking my head around here to make sure no one's getting any bright ideas of running after me. Because you never know with these monsters. Some of them just love to chase you. Use that BFG to take out the Lost Souls. Is this a Hell Knight? It is. Well, if that's what the game wants to do, that's what the game wants to do. So we're going to the blue key here. So I want to be careful of the Cyber Demon to the left here, who is now a Hell Knight. Lovely. Excellent. Well, I mean, that kind of takes the fizz out to the end of the level there. A tiny bit. But, you know, I'm not going to complain too much because that Cyber Demon fight is pretty silly anyway, because you have to use a telefrag to kill it, really. So, I guess we're done with this level. So Perfect Hatred wasn't really that difficult because like they took all the difficult enemies out of the level. Ah well, on to the next level I guess. I don't know how I feel about them taking out all the Barons of Hell from these levels, but it certainly makes the levels a lot easier, let's put it that way. So the very first thing we're going to do here is we're going to turn around and we're going to run towards that invulnerability over there. There's a lot of enemies between us and it. You'll see that they've closed off part of that platform over there. Normally where I shot that rocket then, there's a window and there's a bunch of enemies behind it. Not sure if the enemies are there. Likewise, that's usually hidden behind a texture, but they seem to have decided to get rid of it. For some reason, I don't know. So while we've got this invulnerability, I'm trying to get rid of as many of these enemies as I can. It makes sense to do this. So I want to get down here and I want to blow as many of these enemies apart. So yeah, the rocket launcher now is dangerous again. But I feel we did quite a number on all the enemies here. As you can see, we left a nice trail of destruction, which will be able to pick apart the enemies that are left over here. Let's take out the imp over here. So yeah, there's some rockets there, which I'm going to grab. More rockets over here. I just want to make sure there aren't more lost souls floating around, because the lost souls are probably the most annoying part of this level. So yeah, let's get rid of these guys, just because we'll be heading over there shortly anyway. Let's clear out the enemies over here. I don't know if there's any enemies hidden behind that wall that they've put in there. I guess we'll find out sooner or later. So apparently I'm taking out that Hell Knight down in the lava there. Is that Hell Knight or Baron? Whichever. I'm going to say Baron, to be honest, because it took quite a few rocket shots to make that happen there. That's definitely a Baron over there that I'm aiming at right now. Yeah, something just shot me. I'm guessing it was the shotgunners over there. This is why I'm doing this. Oh. Someone's really taking joy in shooting me, aren't they? Ah, it's because there's a bunch of shotgunners dotted around me there. That was pretty nasty, I have to say. But yeah, we'll head down here now, and we'll start working on the rest of this level. So there's a bunch of shotgunners up here that I'm just going to clear out. This secret opens up here. A bunch of imps will come wandering out. Ooh, nice. I like this colour. This is a very nice. It's very turquoise. I approve. So yeah, we want to get rid of the Baron over there. That is actually a Baron. Your eyes do not deceive you. They have not swapped it out for a Hell Knight. That Caco Demon's come up to fight to get alongside the Baron. We'll get rid of you. I can see there's a Hell Knight down there, so yeah, they have swapped. I think they've swapped the Baron that was down there for the Hell Knight, which, you know, fair compromise. Love this lighting. Like, this is a good colour. But we've just picked up a plasma rifle there. Gonna circle back around, because we're now going to head down the stairs here. So there's a bunch of shotgunners dotted around this level here. That was not nice. So you've got to be careful here, because there's two Hell Knights, one to the left, one to the right. And yeah, they're going to surprise attack me as soon as I head towards this lift over here. So there's one of them. Normally they're Barons, but like as you probably already worked out watching these levels, they love to swap the Hell Knights in their own like version of balancing. Yeah, that Hell Knight traps that from going up. I just wanted him dead. To be honest. I'm not too fussed about him getting that striking on me there. So we'll grab the rockets here. So I'm going to shoot the BFG here just to get rid of as many of these enemies as I can. We have plenty of BFG ammo at the minute. So yeah, there's a Hell Knight at the bottom there that I want to get rid of. That was a waste of two BFG shots there. Grab the red key. So I'm not doing too hot in the health department, but you know, we are making good progress here. Pick up all these rockets here. So there is a secret behind me here. So interestingly, these are all tagged as secrets. There's about 10 sectors here, all tagged as separate secrets as you walk in here in the PC version. So I'm going to pick up all the rockets. We can't really do much with all those shotgun shells. So we'll head back into the teleporter here. So we can pretty much start thinking about exiting this level, because there's really not that much left except grab the blue key from behind that red cage. So yeah, that was a Baron that we killed earlier. Good to know. Whoa. That's rude, mate. Picking up all this cell ammo and the blue key. But there's another one. Where do you all come from? So yeah, normally you can shoot into this area and kill all the shotgunners. But for some reason they've decided to cover where the cages were there. I'm guessing it's performance related. It must be. Yeah, there's a Hell Knight down there in the lava. Let's put him out of his misery, shall we? Yeah, we're pretty much done with this level here. All I need to do is head off to the exit over here, and I think we'll be pretty much done, to be honest. Yeah, see if there's a Hell Knight down here. I just want to check if there's a... No, I don't think there is. So, health's not doing amazing here, but, you know. Shoot you in the face. Shoot you guys. Trying to do this. So when I did my no-hit run of Ultimate Doom, this was the hardest part of this level, believe it or not, because the shotgunners there would constantly just shoot on sight. And there was little I could do to defend it. So yeah, just a little insight into the one-hit run I did. Oh god, okay, oh wow, okay, that was a... Did not expect to be surrounded there so quickly. Luckily there's a bunch of health out here, so this was kind of worth it, although we very nearly blew right up in my face there. I'm grabbing all this ammo because we're taking it to the next level with us. May as well dive down here. We'll head up here, up these stairs. Oh, I think there's an imp down there, but you know what? I really can't be bothered killing it. So that imp gets to live to fight another day, for sure. This will be like 98%, I think. 99, even better. I could have killed that imp, but to be honest, the effort in chasing it would have been a bit too much. I couldn't be bothered. Someone has to tell the other demons about the massacre I'm bringing forth on them. But yeah, we're diving into this level here. Now, this is not a particularly long level. Shouldn't be too much trouble. But just need to be careful of this opening room because there's a bunch of spectres in here who will charge me as soon as I come through. Want to get rid of the imps up there. The only thing that concerns me here is we haven't got much armour. Well, we haven't got any, but I'm sure I'll find a remedy for that at some point. If you click this candle here, you come down here. You can fight the shotgunners. There's two to the left here as well. It's a good idea to grab the berserk pack here. You may end up needing it if you run out of ammo. Plenty of ammo here though, which we've just got our hands on. So we blast the imps here, and I'm just going to shoot down here to clear out the rest of the imps there. Kill the demons here, and the Caco demons. Kill that Caco demon. So yeah, there's not a lot down here to worry about. The enemies in there are not too much of a problem. But we'll head up the lift here. I'm going to quickly grab this invisibility because it'll make this next part a bit easier. So grab the red key here. It opens up this wall with all the imps behind it. Not a problem. There should also be some spectres that came running out. There's one. Oh, and there's his friends. There's 2 and 3. So just need to be careful here. Obviously we are invisible at the minute, so they're not really going to have good sights on us. Take them down with the shotgun there. So as soon as I hit this, the monster closet there will open up. We've got plenty of rockets here to take care of these guys. Also use this to take care of the cacodemons up there. Nothing much to say here, to be honest. The end of this level is very anticlimactic, so all I'm going to do here is kill off the cacodemons and then blast to the exit, which is what's happening here. Yeah, there's not much to really say about Unruly Evil. It's a very simple level, very small level. It kind of doesn't really fit with the levels around it, but you know, we've done it. And so now we're heading onto the Cruel. So yeah, we do a big jump here. If you've ever played Thy Flesh Consumed, you'll know that we've just basically skipped about 3 or 4 levels. And my only assumption for that is that those levels were deemed either too difficult or too much. So this is basically the final level of Thy Flesh Consumed. And yeah, I'm going to work my way through these hit scanners here, making sure I get all the shotgunners. I'm going to make sure that I get the ones in the middle there as well, because I want to make sure not to leave anyone behind. I don't want them chipping away at my health too much as we are passing through this level. It's a very noisy opening to this level here. Take down the shotgunners. So we've already got the red key. We just need to go and get the yellow key, which is on the other side through the teleport. Yeah, we'll take down all these guys here. Luckily, with the plasma rifle, this courtyard is pretty easy to clear out. If you don't mind taking hits, if you want to run through here not taking hits, absolute nightmare. Imp, go away. No one cares about you. There's a shotgunner at the window there. I want to get rid of him. So I'm going to shoot the shotgunner. I'm now going to run down here. You can see they've slightly redesigned this. They moved it down ever so slightly. I think this is just to kind of reduce the lag in this area. But yeah, we're going to grab as much good stuff here as we can. So the light amplification goggles basically cancels out the coloured lighting, which is pretty fun. I'm going to pick up the ammo. I'm just picking up any ammo I can here, to be honest. It's all useful. We're going to head down here. Kill all these enemies here, because why not? Oh wow, we took quite a bit of damage there. Pick up the blue armor, very nice. So there's 2 shotgunners down there that I want to get rid of. Gonna drop down here, sneak around and shoot them before they get a chance to get me. There's usually a second one down here. He might have disappeared. So they've replaced the Baron there with the Cacodemon. So can't imagine there's going to be anything on the other side but a Cacodemon again. Oh, hello, where'd you come from? Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, that would have been a terrible idea, that. So again, they've replaced the 2 Barons here with Cacodemons. I'm guessing they must have figured that like the Barons just make this level too unbalanced. So I'm going to use the rocket launcher here just to clear out the room a tiny bit. So you can see here, if you stand here, you can actually see the difference that the light amplification goggles made. it actually made it look like the original game, whereas now it kind of has that like candlelit look to it. I actually really like this. I think this is a really cool look. It's a shame you didn't really get to enjoy it because I put the goggles on, but you know. So by grabbing that now, we're pretty much going to be heading towards the end of the level here. Now, I forget. I don't know if they put the Spider Mastermind in here. But first things first, the Cacodemon. They don't even use Hell Knights. They just use Cacodemons. Use the chain gun here to sort out the Cacodemon. Take out this Cacodemon as well. This is a hidden one. There's no switch here, but it's worth getting rid of it just to, if you're looking for all the kills. Right, so here we are in the boss room. First things first, get rid of the 2 lost souls there. So, Hell Knights, lovely. Shotgunner. Just want to make sure I get rid of all these Hell Knights. So yeah, the Hell Knights replace the Spider Mastermind. Slightly disappointing that, because that means that the Spider Mastermind doesn't make an appearance in Doom 1, which is a bit of a shame, but hey, you know, it does make an appearance in Doom 2, so you know, it's not like it's not in these games, it's just not in this game. Let's get rid of these lost souls here. Now the funny thing is, normally at this point you'd be thinking about just the exit. Oh, let's kill this one here. So I'm guessing we have to kill all the Hell Knights to lower the... Yes. And we've done it. Normally we'd just head to the exit because we don't need the ammo. But I think there's a few levels after this, like they're exclusive to the console versions of Doom, so I also thought it was really interesting that they put those there in that last room, because for most people I imagine that those are completely useless. I want to take out all the enemies. I do want to get 100% kills on this level. It might just be easier just to drop myself down, to be honest. Yeah, let's just get rid of them like this. Let's grab that. Yeah, for some, I don't know. I just want to get 100% kills on this one, and it feels kind of right. Yeah, we take care of the pinkies. And that's pretty much the end of this Thy Flesh Consumed section. As you saw, they cut a few levels out here. I don't know what your opinions on the levels that were cut are, and you know, it's a shame because it would have been nice to sort of see some of them with the coloured lighting, especially E4, M6, but hey, you know, you have to make cuts somewhere. Or did I get that 100% that I wanted? But now it's time to head off to some exclusive levels. So yes, these upcoming levels only appear in the PS1 version of Doom and the Saturn version. Although if you're playing it on the Saturn, you're probably going to get a worse experience. So I recommend the PS1 for this. But yeah, so this is the penultimate level of Doom on the PS1. Well, Doom 1 on the PS1, if you don't include Doom 2. We'll take down the Baron there. There's a bunch of enemies in this window here that I need to get rid of, so I'm going to use the rocket launcher here to make short work of those guys. Use the rocket launcher again here just to clear out all the enemies inside of here. Going to quickly make sure that no one's sneaking up on me. Have to be careful by that window because there's some shotgunners trying to shoot me through it. Didn't see that imp there. So there's a switch there that raises the steps here so I can get across here. I'll probably get shot once or twice here by the shotgunners outside the window. I do want that armor, but unfortunately we've got a bit too much armor at the minute, so we'll come back for that if we need it later on. So yeah, now we've got the blue key. We can head outside here. This has also lowered a bunch of secret alcoves, so we're going to get rid of all these enemies as quick as we can, because I really don't want to deal with them. Just going to run across here. There is a bag of ammo and some ammo in a box for us there. Going to head straight into the blue door here. This is a very messy room. Lots of enemies. Luckily the rocket launcher makes short work of a lot of these guys. Now this is very nasty. Oof, God. Oh, wow. And the shotgunners came from behind us there. So I'm just going to take out all the guys. There's some up high there that you've got to be careful of, because they will chip away at your health. Same same health. That's pretty neat. Oh, game. You took it off me. Oh, no, you didn't. 130. Wow. That happened twice in a row. That's pretty interesting. But yeah, we are heading in here. I don't really like this room, because here you have to do a switch puzzle to get the red key. But the problem is, like, this area here is kind of hidden, and unless you know where you're going, like, you probably won't find it, at least for a little while. So you'll be bashing against all the walls, hoping to find a secret passage. So yeah, you hit this switch here, and it helps to raise the steps. So you see, there's one here. Bunch of imps down here as well, so we've just got to be really, really, really careful here. Bunch of shotgunners up there. Got to be careful of them. Also going to use the rocket launcher here to try and take these down quickly. So you can see there's the staircase I was talking about earlier. We do need to click all the switches. I did actually forget to click one back here, I think. Yeah. So, oh, hello. So yeah, that switch actually opens this, and then this here opens up lifts up the steps. It's all very complicated, very needlessly complicated, this puzzle. So yeah, sometimes you can actually get stuck in there, because if an enemy dies in that doorway, for some reason it can block you. Yeah. But yeah, here's the final switch, I think. So hopefully this is raised up enough for us to grab the red key. It has. Nice. So we're going to head straight out here. Take care of the imp here. So there's a bunch of imps in the cage here. I'm going to use the rocket launcher to get rid of them. Ow. Thank you. Take out the imps there. There's some shotgunners up there that like to snipe at you as you're sort of taking care of the barons. I'm going to take care of these guys first. And with them sorted, I'm going to launch my rockets over there towards the barons, because there's not much they can really do to me. Oh, I got that imp down below. Very nice. Excellent. So we're going to run over here. There's a bunch of imps over there who are alerted to us now. Not really concerned about them though. Head up here. Cleared the way for the yellow key here. I'm going to grab this because it makes my life a lot easier. You'll also have noticed the invulnerability here. I intentionally saved this for this moment. I'm going to be using this to clear our way to the next part of the level. There's a lot of enemies in here that we need to be dealing with. So you can see why I've been saving that BFG ammo for a rainy day like this. This will help to clear out the enemies. The BFG is going to make very short work of the Baron there. Yeah, this would have been a bit more difficult had we not had the BFG, but you know. we had it, so I was going to make good use of it. Yeah, that's a very nasty trap there. There's a bunch of shotgunners there eagerly waiting to get into our faces with their shotguns. And a bunch of cacodemons as well, fighting for our attention. Grab that supercharge. Never say no to a supercharge. So when we come in here, there's a bunch of barons on this central platform. I'm going to shoot from here because I don't think most of them can actually hit me here. Well, and then that one does. And then that pinky walks right in front of me. Ow, thank you. I'm going to take care of these pinkies before I return to dealing with the barons. So that clears our way to the switch in the middle there. As you can see, there's a bunch of spectres here, including our good friend the Nightmare Spectre. I'm going to use the rocket launch here just to clear our way to this point. There is actually a secret exit on this level, but we're not going to bother with that. In fact, I'm going to be playing the secret level. We're going to be heading towards the secret levels after this level before we hit the final level. So you'll be seeing the secret level anyway in a second. But yeah, we've completed Twilight Descends. It's a nice level. It's a fun level. I don't think it's a classic, but it certainly is an interesting addition to the Doom canon of levels. But yeah, we're going to be jumping into the secret levels now before we head off to the final level. Unfortunately, the first secret level on PS1 Doom is Fortress of Mystery, which, you know, sets a very high bar, I know. It's here, and I wanted to put it in here because I didn't want to leave any levels out, and unfortunately that means rushing through this one. Now, you get to this level by coming through spawning Vats. Interestingly enough, it's through the secret teleporter with the red key in the room with all the toxic cubes. But as you can see here, this is a very simplified version of this level. So we're just trying to encourage some infighting here, that's all. We're not really trying to do anything super amazing. Luckily, they've put a lot more ammo in this one as well, so it's quite easy to take out all the enemies here if you know what you're doing. As you can see, I have encouraged some infighting, but not nearly enough. So yeah, we'll get rid of these barons here. There's not a lot to say about this level. Like, I've made it clear, like in some of my lists I've done, and when I've talked about this level, when I'm doing playthroughs and such, I'm not a fan of this one. It's a good deathmatch map, but like it has no business as like a proper map in my opinion. It just kind of is here as, you know, a bit of a outlier. But yeah, let's kill this final cacodemon here. Let's get rid of it. Don't come and hug me. So yeah, that's all the enemies killed. And yep, you guessed it, we're going to be running over to the secret exit here. Although we'll grab some of these goodies here. So you can see they've changed this room a bit, you know, so you can see the coloured doors. Yeah, we got to hit the switch here. It's the same game we always play at the end of this. Round we go, and out the level we leave. I mean, it is what it is. It's Fortress of Mystery. Some people like it, a lot don't. I'm in that latter category. But hey, we're done with it. And you got to see it in PS1, so good for us all. But yeah, we're going to be heading off to Marshes now, which is the second secret level for PS1 Doom. So yeah, the Marshes is actually a unique level here. It makes its appearance here and in the Saturn version, I believe. That is indeed a cyber demon. And yes, this is basically one giant playground where we can try to fight the Cyber Demon. We have to kill him in order to exit the level. There's a bunch of weapons placed around the level that I'm going to be taking advantage of as we move through things here. Obviously you can bring a BFG into this if you want to. There is also an interesting note about this level. This is the only level in this whole thing where like you can pick up the super shotgun in a Doom 1 level. And yes, this is a Doom 1 level, even though it uses the sky texture from Doom 2. So yeah, I'm being very careful here, because the Cyber Demon is on the prowl right now. He's going to take... oh, there he is. You can see him down just beneath that window there. I'm going to take out the imps in the distance there. Right, so I'm going to wander around here, see if I can find a decent direction to head in here. So I'm going to get rid of you, because you just seem like you're there to cause me problems. There's the Cyber Demon. Hello. Please don't shoot at me. That would be rude of you. So I've picked up the supercharge there, which is very nice. Going to be very useful, but without armor, that's going to be pretty useless. So right now what I'm doing, I'm just going into all these teleporters, grabbing all the things I can. Oh, hello. Surprisingly, you are not the biggest problem to me right now, imps. So I am looking for different weapons that I can use here. See, he's taking some shots at me there, which I don't really appreciate. Just going to follow him around the map here. May as well face him down here. There's not much else I can really do. I'm sure there are other weapons, like I can get the super shotgun, but I can't find it, and I'm not going to waste my time trying to. We're just going to take him down. So the best way to do this is just to strafe around him. Don't give him the room to get his rocket shots in on me. As you can see, he will, God, take some shots at me. Yeah, so unfortunately, because of how clunky the strafe controls can be in this version of Doom, you end up kind of sometimes bumping into things you don't intend to. Yeah, I'm going to take this Cyber Demon down with my shotgun here. This is a fun little novelty level. Like if you make it this far, then this is kind of a nice icebreaker for before the final level. And yes, this actually does lead into the final level of PS1 Doom, so nice. So we've taken down the Cyber Demon there with the shotgun, which is very unusual for me. I never really use the shotgun against the Cyber Demon, but hey, not going to argue against that. So yeah, we're pretty much done with this level. You can find the super shotgun. I'm sure there are other weapons and ammo stashed in here, but to be honest, that's not really what I'm here for. Let's get out of here and let's finish this level. Playing around with the button there. But yeah, that was 100% kills on the Marshes. Not a long level, but an interesting one nevertheless. I'm a lot better than the other secret level, so let's be thankful for that. But let's head off to the final level of PS1 Doom, Threshold of Pain. So Threshold of Pain is actually a really interesting level. It's very interesting to talk about because this does not appear in any other version of Doom, much like the penultimate level before it. But what makes this one really interesting is that it has a very weird layout, and you'll see what I mean as we kind of advance through here. Because this level, like, loves its curves. It has a whole bunch of curving paths, and it has a whole bunch of, like, secret corridors and such. We'll head in here, and as soon as we walk through that door, it kind of triggers a bunch of spectres to appear. I'm going to get rid of that lost soul. I'm going to keep my distance as I shoot the rockets here. just to make sure that I don't splash myself in the face. I'm going to take out that Hell Knight over there because, you know, they're just a pain. So, take out all these enemies here. Just be very careful to clear the way as I'm going through. It's very easy on this level for enemies to stalk you in these corridors because there's a lot of like narrow little corridors like this. Like, these are really curvy rooms. Like, you don't really see many of these in Ultimate Doom, so this is kind of an interesting direction. Luckily we took you out. Berserk Pack gives me all my health back, which I'm really happy about. So we're going to clear the way here. The blue key is right at the end of this passageway, but we can't actually get that right now. In fact, we won't be getting that for a little while yet. But yeah, we'll head back this way. There's plenty of little passages like that that just sort of curve around. Take out all the imps here. Shotgunner there. As soon as we cross this threshold here, this wall's going to open up. 2 pain elementals are waiting inside for us. I don't really want to get up close with them, but I also don't want them filling the level with lost souls because there's plenty of those already on this level. Gonna take out the pain elemental there. Grab the rockets and grab the armor. Both will be very, very, very useful as we make our way through this level. So as we head up this staircase here, you can see that at the end there, that wall opened up. That's how we get outside this level. Outside in this level, there's a whole bunch of enemies outside here. You can see a whole bunch of lost souls have just walking up to us. You got to be very careful because like those enemies will hit you from all angles. But unfortunately, if you don't sort of trap yourself in the door, you end up getting stuck sort of like that. So you kind of just got to go for it. I'm going to take care of the lost soul. See how many of these imps I can get rid of. Oh, the lost soul who's coming here. Yeah, so this bit can get very messy. You can see I've lost quite a bit of health. Luckily there's a berserk pack at the bottom of the stairs here. Take out the lost soul. We're going to run across here. I'm coming through here because we may as well do this because there's some plasma ammo up here that we can grab that will make things a lot easier. I'll get rid of this Hell Knight while we're here because I don't want to have to keep dodging him every time we come into this room. So we'll grab the rockets over there. I'm going to take out the lost soul there. There's still a few lost souls dotted around this level. I want to try and get rid of them. That one just flew off over there. I think that Hell Knight had enough of him as well. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of all these enemies from up here. Oi. That is enough of that. So we'll pick up those boxes of rockets later on. But right now we've got these 2 Hell Knights up here that I want to get rid of. Just because I don't really want them shooting down at me every time we walk through this area. Plus we will be going up there to grab that Megasphere soon. So there's a lost soul over there as well that, you know, we can take care of. You saw all those rockets there, so you know something big's going to happen later in the level. But spoilers, he's walking off from us, so there's not much point in waiting around for him. We'll bump into him eventually. But you have to come down here and take care of all these enemies here. So this is the direction that it's a bit mean that, because more than once I've forgotten that this is here. And you end up exploring the whole level and you don't really know how to get forward. But yeah, you have to come this way if you want to finish the level. I'm going to take care of the Hell Knights here. Nice. So we've got, oh, get rid of the U. So some of the Hell Knights are still up top there. There's not much I can really do about that right now, but I will be taking care of them momentarily anyway, so there's not much to worry about. So I've got the red key here. We're going to head this way. So the red door is actually across where we ran earlier, but we have to come back down here if we want to get there, because you got to do the run across the gaps here. But while we're here, I want to grab the rockets, because the rockets would actually be very useful to have, because there's a lot of Hell Knights on this level, and the end of this level is pretty nasty, so I'd rather avoid running out of rockets early if I can avoid it. So yeah, we're through the red door here. Let's quickly get rid of that lost soul. Get rid of all these nightmare spectres. They're not something I want to deal with. Get rid of the Hell Knight. As you can tell, it's just about getting rid of stuff here. Yeah, just kill everything with rockets. That's basically the answer here. Kill everything with rockets. So I wonder if I can kill both of these with minimal rockets. Yeah, 4 rockets is okay for that. So you can see the blue door there. We'll be coming back here later when we want to head towards the exit. But right now I'm just going around shooting all the lost souls, just because like they can be a pain in the backside. So yeah, let's go up here. Let's wander across here. I'm going to pick up all these little health bonuses, because every little bit of health will count, as you'll see as we head towards the end of the level here. So yeah, so far we've got the red key. We're coming in here, so this is where we saw all those rockets earlier. And as you can see, there's Hell Knights. Now, there's a whole lot of Hell Knights at the bottom of the room that have just woken up, and they're walking right towards us. But here's the thing. If these things were barons, I'd be more scared of this, to be honest. So yeah, look at all these Hell Knights, and we're just going to blast rockets at them all. As I said, I kind of feel like they could have done a bit more with this. If there was ever a point where you want to see a Cyber Demon, I think this would have been it. A Cyber Demon and like a handful of Hell Knights would have been an actual challenge there. But hey ho. So we got the blue key here. And what that means is that we can head towards the end of the level. But first we're going to kill all these guys, because they made themselves known to me, which was a mistake on their part. So there we go. We got the Megasphere, which is pretty cool. So goodness me, we are heading off now to the end of the level. So I actually kind of like the way this level ends. Because there isn't a new boss monster, and there isn't a Cyber Demon, no Spider Mastermind, but it does put a really interesting encounter in front of you here. So let's do this. So as you can see here, it's like a field, and a bunch of pain elementals have just spawned in on us. And they're spawning lost souls in, and you can see a bunch of Hell Knights here. Now if you want to, you can run for the exit here, but you know, in the spirit of doom, I don't want to leave anything behind. So let's take down all of these monsters. So there's a bunch of rockets here that I've got, which I can make good use of, just to get rid of the pain elementals so they stop spawning the lost souls. Once we've got that under control, this will be pretty easy to sort out. But this is a very interesting encounter. Obviously with limitations of the PlayStation 1, they couldn't really do much more than this. So, but you know, I think this is a really clever ending. If a bit sort of easy, but that's only because we came in with the right weapons. If you come in here without any kind of plasma or rockets, you're pretty much done for. let's be honest. But yeah, that is the end of my Ultimate Doom playthrough on PS1. If this was your first time seeing this, I highly recommend either playing the PC Total Conversion port, which is out there and available for everyone to play, or grab hold of the PS1 version, however you want to grab it, and do play it, because I do think it's worth experiencing it. This is a really cool take on Doom. I don't think it's better than the original PC by far, but I think that if you want to experience Doom, this is the way to do it. I think like this is a nice alternate way to do it. If you're reliving the game with me, I hope you enjoyed it, and see you around in the next Doom video.